Make them use this shit before I did.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast.
Ball game.
I am the innocent bystander, Matt Sullivan.
Oh, I'm Ortiz. How are we doing, guys?
What's going on? I'm Dean.
I'm Chris.
Please make sure that you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave us a comment. Let us know if you enjoy what we're talking about. If you guys want us to talk about anything else, please do let us know. We might have a little bit of time to fill today, so please do make sure to let us know, and we'll get right into everything. So yesterday, for those of you that don't actually watch much of baseball or have those Twitter notifications on, the New York Yankees made a big time move and now have the best starting rotation in all of the MLB.
Come on, man.
So
Come on.
Under what? How?
what do you mean?
You have the best rotation in the AL East.
No,
I'll give you that one.
M, L, and B.
In what way is
Major
it
League
better
Baseball.
than the New York Mets?
Yeah, you don't have the best.
Top to bottom, it's better.
How?
So Garrett Cole's better than Max Scherzer. Right?
Debatable.
Carlos Rodon's better. No, actually,
he's
that's
not.
Cap.
Verlander just won. Cy
Verlander.
Young.
Okay. Verlander.
Okay, but you can
Better.
but you can reverse it and say Verlander's better than Cole, and that
Verlander's gonna
Scherzer's
suck
better than
this year.
Rodon. But no, you could say that.
And then our 3, 4, 5 is better.
Who are?
How?
Who's your 5?
Carrasco, who's super solid this year.
Who's your 3 and 4? Senga, right?
Sango.
and
Bro, Senga is mid at best.
Mid
We
at
have
best?
Nestor Cortez.
How do you
Clear.
know he's mid at
Clear.
best?
How do you know?
Severino,
Have
whoever
you
your
been
four is,
watching the Korean League?
Clear. No, but like I read up a ton about him, and a lot of it was saying like, yo, his game is not going to translate that well to the MLB. Like he might get rocked. His walk rate's super high. So I was like, all right, cool. So like, fuck that. We're just better. Like Yankees plus ratio. Like it's that simple.
I feel like you guys say this every year, and then you guys end up losing
Nah.
in the playoffs.
Rodon-
to the
So do we.
Astros.
So do we, to
Rodon
be
changes
fair.
I mean,
everything.
do we?
Yeah, you guys just got fucked.
I mean, yeah, but I never have
So did you
expectations as a
guys.
Mets fan.
Yeah, but
Astros
like
are on
we
top.
made it further.
You made it further just to lose and end up in the same spot.
We ended
Congrats,
up
you
in-
did it.
It
We-
don't
did it.
We both ended up on
matter.
the couch, bro.
Congrats.
The couch.
On the
Uh-huh.
Speaking of couches, shout out to Shields, man. Sitting his ass on the couch. And
Every
shout out
single
Leo.
playoffs.
Shout out Leo, because I know Green looked at me when I said couch. Shout out Leo for fucking peeing on the
DeShields,
couch.
when fantasy playoffs come around, DeShields picks his spot. He has an eye on it the whole season. He's like, wow, that looks real comfy over there. And I wonder where I'm gonna be at the end of the play. Oh wait, fucking on the couch, DeShields. Fuck that shit.
Yo, the past couple days in our dynasty chats has
Nah, DeShields,
honestly
it's all
been-
love.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I'll
Sorry.
be
All right,
honest.
no, really, it's fine.
No, it's not all love. No, it's not.
It's all love.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
at, the end,
Yeah,
of the,
so-
at the end of the day,
Bro, nah.
He texted me last night. He was like, "You know, it's not personal, right?" I was like,
No,
"Bro."
it's personal with me.
I was like, "Bro,
Ooh.
it ain't personal."
nah, I feel like
was
you don't give a fuck about what I say. He just like, Dean, I don't care about you.
No, he doesn't care about you. You're just to the side. It's like me, it's personal. With me, it's
I just
personal.
like saying shit to him.
Because I ruined the league. So
I mean, you guys did collude. There was collusion.
Yo, yesterday was comedy in the basketball.
Yeah,
chat.
that was awesome.
It was hilarious.
I'm so happy I
bro.
was there to witness a dynasty football argument.
like argument.
No,
Yeah.
not
So
even that.
what-
Just the fact that he made that trade and we bullied him.
Bullied
to
him into-
veto it.
Wait,
Bro.
what was the trade?
So what happened?
He
Why
traded Porzingis for Brandon Ingram and a third to his boy Spencer, and like that's not really a good trade.
It's
That's
a really
not-
bad trade
that's
for dynasty
that's a really
basketball.
bad trade.
But-
Really bad.
but
just in
not,
general.
not that it should be vetoed.
No, it's
'Cause
not,
no-
it's not a
'cause-
vetoable
Because
trade.
no
Wait,
trade.
the
should be-
Shields
No,
was
no,
getting
no.
Porzingis?
No, the Shields
the
was
Shields
getting
was getting Brandon Ingram
Oh,
and
so
third
he was
round
fleecing
pick.
his boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we bullied him. But like we were joking. Like none of us give it. I don't
We
think
were-
any of us give
Me,
a shit.
Trunks, and Chris were literally just trolling.
But I don't think
We
I
were
don't
just
think any of
trolling.
us give a shit about dynasty basketball.
not in
respectfully.
the fucking
I
slightest.
mean, I
So-
set my lineup, but that's about
Tank
it.
for Victor, baby.
Yeah. So we bullied him, and
forgot to
he
set
was
my
like, "Fine, I'll veto it. This is not fair. I dealt with all that bullshit in football, and now I make one trade in basketball, and I have to veto it." So we vetoed the trade, and then I was like, "Yo, like we're just
We-
joshing."
we
you
didn't
know?
Bro,
care.
yeah, right after
So
he
then
vetoed
he
it.
did the trade, but he gave up Porzingis a first and a second just for Brandon Ingram. So we bullied him instead of getting a third round pick.
He
We
gave up
bullied
a
him
first
into
and a
giving up a
second.
first and a second.
But that's definitely
Fucking
definitely a
gaslit
better
the shit out of
trade.
this man.
It definitely is a
Like,
better trade.
that's definitely
no,
so
that's a
much more
fair trade now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. But it's just like
but I agree. The first one wasn't like
no,
so
it-
bad
okay,
that it
no,
needed
no,
to be
no, no.
vetoed.
Not-
It wasn't bad enough to get
pretty
vetoed
terrible.
Not
because
everyone needs to. Not every trade needs to be a win-win.
No,
Like
exactly.
someone could lose a trade.
yeah.
like it wasn't. But again, most trades don't get vetoed. Like we weren't vetoing any fucking trades in fucking dynasty football. So we were like, yo, whatever. We'll
Has
we'll
anyone
let
It's
it
been
be.
vetoed?
because your commission was a puppet.
Yeah, I
What?
mean, Clemmy
Nah.
would do anything you want if you could convince him.
No.
Yeah, Clem.
In terms
You're
of
a
being
puppet.
a commish.
No.
You hear that, Clem?
Well, no, I'm the assistant to the commish, so everything that Clemmy did as a commish came through back to me.
Do you
He
remember the
didn't do-
Trunks thing when he tried making that trade? I pleaded with Clemmy. I was like, "Please don't let that happen."
on the floor.
Oh my
He's
God.
going in a circle.
Oh
My boy just did a 360 cocky.
My boy, he just gritted across the bathroom.
Yo, there's no way I'm picking him up. Yo,
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
God.
I can't wait till Green hears about this
Yo,
one.
you were literally 2 feet from the
Bro,
fucking wheelie
yo,
pad, bro.
I watched him. He walked on the wheelie pad, looked at it, walked off, and said, this is the spot.
Oh my
God
God.
damn, he took the walk to Poland. to pooping.
To pooping.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. But
Oh, yeah, Crowford
oh
don't
my
stink.
God, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty garbage.
Yeah.
All right,
He's
early
going to get shell shocked.
early
awful
World
contract.
Series favorites. Who we got?
Early
Real
world-
quick.
Astros versus Dodgers. Astros taking in 6.
Mets, Yankees. Mets take it in 7.
Mets, Yankees. Mets take it in 5.
Mets, Yankees. Yankees take it in 6.
Wow. So you guys really think the Mets and the Yankees are going to the World Series?
No, not at all. It's just
I would love it.
I
It's
would.
for
It'd
content.
be
Yeah,
cool.
it's-
but
it's
that
just,
shit ain't
I'm
never
just being a
happening.
hopeful fan, which is
Yeah.
dangerous as a Mets
I
fan,
mean,
And as a
if
Yankee
there's
fan.
Yeah.
any time where it could happen,
I
it's the
feel like
next
you
couple
said
of
that
years.
last year.
No,
Yeah,
we did.
but
No,
like it was also true.
We're
then.
right. Yeah. I mean, if there
They're
was a
both top-
time,
They're both top 5 teams. I mean,
yeah, if there was a time for both teams to make the World Series,
It's
this is
now.
probably as
now.
good a time as ever. Honestly.
Astros and Dodgers plus ratio.
Plus the fuck the fucking Astros, bro. They're not making it back. They're done.
if the
I
Giants didn't
say
give
that though.
You say that, and then they'll.
Win the World Series.
if the Giants didn't give Correa 13 goddamn years, the Mets were fucking gonna get him.
Yeah,
You think so,
I mean,
100%.
I mean,
yeah.
I think they were probably using the Mets as leverage, but still,
bro? He got paid
I mean,
He also got
13 fucking
if we
years
gave
is
him 13
crazy.
years, I would have been like,
I
all
would
right,
have
well,
been
that's
upset.
pretty
We gave
dumb.
him 13
Yeah,
years.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
Well,
was-
he's 28. Yeah, he's 28. We've been playing till he's 41. I'm good.
well,
Yeah,
we already
no.
have a Francisco Lindor fucking
Yeah.
contract, so
So
lock
what would he
himself
have
into
done?
2 of
Played
those.
third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said he was willing to play third next to Lindor. That was the only person who would be willing to do that for. I think
Wow.
that's a lot of like Dominican
Puerto Rican.
shortstops, like Baez.
Yeah,
they're
they
like-
love
they're like-
playing with each
they're like,
other.
We'll move
Yeah,
positions
yeah,
to play
yeah.
with. Play
I mean,
with
Javi
Lindor.
ended up signing away, but
No, but if they were to sign with the Mets, they were cool with not playing their primary
yeah,
position.
yeah. I mean, you low key dodged the bullet not getting Javi back anyway. The dude's been fucking ass.
Well, the contract that we were offering him wasn't like super player friendly. It was like 100-something mil for like 6 years.
What do you get? I think he got 6 for 140.
He got
Right.
He got a lot.
He
It's
got
not,
more
a,
6
it's
for
time.
not
like
a crazy
140.
deal. It's
I
really
mean,
not.
no,
crazy.
for a guy that's batting 200 and striking
It's
out
the
in
first year of a
35% of
6-year
his
deal.
at
You
bats.
got to wait till it plays out a little bit. I think.
don't
Look
know,
at
man.
Lindor.
I
It's
don't
his
like-
first year as a
I
Met.
don't love
It was-
Lindor, not Lindor Baez, but like I think he could still turn it around. You knew you were
He's
getting
hit or miss. That's the thing.
like literally. He's
Literally.
like
I mean,
hit or
most
miss.
players are usually hit or miss. So they hit the baseball, or they don't.
Yep. Thank
Wow.
you, Ortiz.
Yep.
Yep. Good. That's elite coverage
Thank you.
of the sport.
Thank you. Thank you.
Elite coverage of the sport. But anyways, speaking of hit or miss, this past week in our fucking FanDuel
Yo,
and
Leo,
Prize Picks,
stop chewing the fucking wires.
actually,
I think my boy's going crazy.
we'll talk
here.
some about football before we get into that. All right. So
Oh,
last
don't look
night-
at me, cocky butt.
Jesus Christ. Last night we had our Thursday night football game as per usual. Well, not we didn't play in
yeah.
that football game.
Almost did.
The San Francisco 49ers and you forget about the other team because it's the Seattle Seahawks and they played like shit. And yo, did anyone see the call on Nick Bosa,
The roughing
the roughing the passer? I fucking hate these roughing the passer rules, man.
Was that when it was returned for the pick six that didn't count?
Yes.
Okay.
Was there an explanation?
The explanation
that he
was
roughed
that
the
he
passer.
landed on him with his body weight.
I mean,
He's a fat
that's kind of
fuck.
the rule, no?
Yeah, but it's fucking bullshit because, like, what do you want the guy to do? Levitate?
I mean,
I think if the play ended differently, not in a pick six, it wouldn't have been as big a deal.
I mean, sure, but like, it did.
yeah, but I mean, it is
I
the
understand,
rule.
but it's still the fucking rule.
I don't
Rules
know.
could be stupid. It's still the rule.
Yeah, it is. It is a bad rule. I personally think the roughing the passer rule is a
You
terrible.
can't blame the
rule, but
refs. You got to blame the league.
I
That's-
guess.
bro.
But anyways, yeah. I mean, San Fran, as I've said in the past, looks like a Super Bowl contender.
Even with fucking Brock.
Even with Brock Purdy, that's how scary good that team is.
No picks. Like
no
that's all,
Deebo
that's all you
Samuel.
need to do. Like, don't let Brock Purdy fucking turn the ball over, and you'll still win.
Bro,
That's what
no-
happens
no
when
Deebo.
McCaff goes to a functional football team.
Offense, yeah.
Well, no Debo. George Kittle becomes God.
God, yeah. I mean,
Mm.
Kittle had a fucking crazy
Yeah.
game, and for those of you who
And
had him
McCaff's
in
just
fantasy,
McCaff.
Dean being one of them,
Volpe, I'm sorry.
Almost started Evan Ingram.
This is
over.
when your season ends.
bro. When
I
he
wish you
said
would've
that in the
started Evan Ingram.
PlayStation
Okay.
party,
Right.
Just-
But okay,
just
Evan
for-
Ingram put up 40 fucking points on fucking 16 targets. It's tough to not start a guy after getting 16 targets.
I agree, but
When George Kittle's been doing absolutely
George
nothing
Kittle
all
with
year.
no Debo was a different story.
I get it. I mean, that's why I made the last minute.
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
I had him starting yesterday morning. I had Evan Ingram in my starting.
No,
lineup
I know
yesterday
because
morning.
you said in the PlayStation party you were like Evan Ingram over George Kittle, championship moves, and I'm
It
like,
is though, but it is
what?
that is a championship move. Good thing I didn't make it.
But you were my
Good thing I didn't want to win a championship.
That's
but-
the smart move. Like in a way, it's kind of a smart move. But you traded
well,
quite a bit of assets
right.
for
That's
George Kittle.
what the idea was. That I made a trade for this guy who, the idea was to help me in the fucking playoffs. I didn't care about regular season games.
Nobody
so
does.
He showed up when it mattered. Shout out George Kittle.
Yeah.
What did he put up? I haven't.
4 catches, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns, but he put up like 25 fantasy points.
Yeah, he's a beast, bro. He's an animal.
For tight ends this year, 25 is more than enough.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'll say it's half decent for a tight end.
and it's not even that Brock Purdy like looked like solid enough to win. He actually at points looks like a good quarterback.
to be the last pick in the draft, it's pretty impressive.
And to do this in his rookie season. So most quarterbacks that are in the drafted in the 7th round, none of them have had winning records,
Usually
obviously.
on practice squad.
And most of them don't even end up playing more than like say 3-4 games, and that's just because they get thrown into it. Brock Purdy started now. What? These are 2 in a row, and one of them was against the fucking GOAT, and he fucked the GOAT, destroyed him.
Oh boy,
So
fuck the
he
goat.
fucked the GOAT. So
Fucks goats.
exactly. So it was kind of it was expected. I mean, Seattle is overrated, kind of in a way. I guess they're probably
Well, they're
properly
coming back
rated.
down to earth.
Exactly.
Is the I mean, we kind of expected them to be like this all season, and for them to have 7 wins is impressive in itself. But I think
Yeah, they're not a very good team.
No,
so for them
and
to be at this
it's
point,
not really fair to be saying like, oh, the Seahawks are this and that. This is what we expected them to be. They're not a playoff team.
they'll make it probably.
They'll make it because of how they started, but they're not a playoff team.
Speaking of playoff teams, they're not currently in the playoffs, but the Detroit Lions. I wanted to talk about them a little bit
Take a trip
because
to MetLife this week.
I don't want to talk about them too much. They do take a trip to MetLife this week. You think you guys are going to win?
I mean, I think it's one of the more evenly matched up games
Of the entire,
of the entire season.
yeah.
It was a pretty big game for both teams, but as a Jet fan, I'm a fucking biased. I'm gonna say the Jets are gonna win. You know what I mean? I think Mike White, after showing how fucking tough he could be against Buffalo, getting fucking rocked multiple times, my boy kept getting
He
back
got
in the game.
Fucking
Bro,
killed.
some of the hardest hits I've ever
I
seen
don't-
on a fucking football
I don't
field,
think so.
and this man fucking ate that shit. He ate him up.
Yeah.
He took a couple plays off to make sure nothing was broken. And then he came back twice.
Made sure nothing was broken. I'm dead. Nah, Mike White's tough as
He's
hell.
him, bro.
And yes, he's actually played extremely well for you guys.
Zach
too,
Wilson
so-
was elevated to QB2.
was he really
He's actually going to be
active for the game?
active, yeah. Which would have helped out last week against Buffalo when fucking Joe Flacco had to take snaps.
Would it have helped out though? Because we don't know if Zach Wilson's better than Joe Flacco. For being honest,
He's better than Joe
I
Flacco.
think he's better.
he's better than Joe
I don't
Flacco.
know, man.
I don't give a fuck, man.
He's definitely
He's
better,
better
than Joe Flacco.
Flacco. Isn't yeah.
But yeah, on
really
on the other team that in that game, the Detroit Lions. I don't want to spend too much time on them because I have a video coming out about the Detroit Lions, so keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, I think they're personally going to make the playoffs. I don't think they win out. I think if there's a game that they lose, I think it's this one because I think you guys are just a good match. Like you guys match up well against the Lions, so your weapons are good. Their secondary's kind of iffy at times. And, of course, your defense is elite, and their offense is what helps them win games. They could definitely run the table
mean,
when you look at the schedule,
They
though.
could. The Panthers are bad.
Yep,
The Bears are bad.
yep.
The
Packers
Packers,
are
you
not
don't,
good.
you don't, you don't know what you're gonna get out of the Packers
Well, yeah.
The Packers could beat the
It's Aaron
Lions.
Rodgers.
or Jordan Love.
That is very true.
I mean, it's the last game of the season, so
I want to
Jordan
see
Love could
Jordan Love
very
play.
very much start that game.
I really want to see Jordan Love play.
I did,
And
too.
I think that the Packers are, in my opinion, like this is a poverty move for them to keep fucking Aaron Rodgers. Oh,
What's
cool.
up, guys?
Fire. Hi,
All right.
guys. We're back.
So what were we
never
talking
left.
about?
You were saying Jordan
Jordan
Love,
Love.
Aaron Rodgers situation.
So I mean, coming off a fucking MVP, and you just paid him, it's really tough to sit down a guy that you're giving millions of dollars a game. You know what I mean?
It's different when he's 39 years old, you're out of the playoffs, and if he gets injured,
it is
number one,
different,
his
yeah.
trade value's done now. If he gets hurt, if there is any trade value, which I think there still is. And then number two, you also don't have any idea what the fuck your future situation is because, well, if you find out that Jordan Love's a good quarterback, at least you don't have to worry about one position, the biggest position, going into the next stages of your rebuild.
Or you could at least get his value up enough to trade him if you wanted
Exactly.
to-
I
yeah,
mean,
no, it makes sense to play him for sure.
At least, and this isn't even a big enough sample size, in my opinion, at this point. You only have 4 games remaining for the Packers and stuff. So I just think I didn't like the move. I don't like that Aaron Rodgers is starting the rest of it. Seems like it'll be the rest of the season, or at least for most of it. You don't get a big enough sample size to see what Jordan Love has. I don't like.
Well, they're probably going to
fuck
get
the
fucked
Packers,
by the
man.
Vikings.
The Vikings don't win games like that. They don't fuck anybody.
I think
They,
they're
they,
definitely
don't, they don't
better.
they don't win
I-
games like that. They're just 10 and
You
3.
think Baker Mayfield just
They don't blow anybody out.
beats
Look
the
at their records.
Packers?
Do I think Baker Mayfield beats the Packers? No.
So
I
that's the
don't
Monday
think
night
Baker
game this week.
Mayfield beats the
Why
Packers.
is that the fucking
Bro, they
Monday
gotta
night
flex.
game?
They gotta flex something else. They gotta
Bro,
flex.
give me
something else.
Jets Lions Monday night. Give
I
it to
would.
me.
I would actually love.
I think
to
the
see
Jets
that.
play on Thursday though. The
I
following
hate
week.
Thursday night games, bro. I think Thursday night games are the biggest waste of football ever. But
I think this is the best Thursday night game. If the Jets are playing on Thursday, you said?
I'm trying to find
best
out.
Thursday night game of the season.
Yeah, the Jets.
Yeah,
are,
it's-
yeah, the
it's
Jets,
by far
Jets
the
are
best
playing the
Thursday night game.
Jags.
Probably the best Thursday night game.
I've,
of the
I,
season.
I feel
There
like
was-
I've seen
there
the
was
Texans on
one-
Thursday night every fucking week.
Bro, there was one recently that was actually pretty like a decent matchup. I don't remember what it was, but
Was it?
I don't remember which one it was. But this, yeah. I mean, it's if it's not one, it's 2. So Thursday night games have been shit this year, bro.
It was last week it was the Rams Raiders with the
It's not good.
yeah.
Make
I
it.
mean, that was a pretty good
Oh,
game.
it was a good game.
was a good
especially
game,
'cause what Baker did.
Not with teams that
It's
are
not teams that are
competitive.
actually competitive. Yes, like
Week before was the Bills Patriots.
that's
a
that.
good one.
That was
That's
a
a-
competitive.
that's
Those
a
were competitive
better
teams.
game.
It's a division game.
It didn't end up being a close game, but those were competitive teams. So therefore, it was like you looked at that and you were like, "Oh, okay."
in terms of
this is a
scheduling. The
decent-
game itself, we could argue about, but
Yes, exactly. But this will probably be the best Thursday night football game of the entire season. If I'm being completely honest.
Next week is
Jags.
Cowboys Titans.
imagine a world where Mike White gets destroyed, taking out the game. Here comes Zach Wilson
Jesus Christ.
out the tunnel, savior.
tunnel. Why is he coming out the tunnel now?
Because
He
he,
didn't-
was-
he didn't
'cause he
wanna
was
be there.
waiting his.
He
first
didn't
game.
walk in.
No, yeah,
He didn't walk
He was
in.
embarrassed to sit on the sideline. Anyway, through the tunnel, he walks in. Number 2, Zach Wilson. MetLife's booing. Boo, boo. My boy puts his fucking Anakin Skywalker mask on, or his Darth
I
Vader.
don't think he should play with a mask.
And my boy dots up the Lions. comes out Thursday night, fucks the guy who got drafted one spot above him in Trevor Lawrence and reclaims his spot as starter of the New York Jets.
Wait, so you guys are playing the Jaguars?
Dots them up.
Thursday night.
Yo,
Goes 17 for 18.
I
for
would
40
love
yards.
to see Zach Wilson play. No disrespect to Zach Wilson, but
No,
I'd love to see him
disrespect.
play
Sorry,
Trevor
go ahead.
Lawrence
No disrespect.
and
It's
then
okay.
get fucking killed by Trevor Lawrence to show that there's such a sizable gap between what Zach Wilson is and what Trevor Lawrence currently is. And I would love to see that.
You're praying on this man's downfall.
I'm not praying on Zach's
You
downfall.
kinda are,
It
though.
very much sounds like you're praying on his downfall.
My boy's just a
You know, it's cocky.
I
for his
want to
first-
see
Christian man.
It does. I kind of want to close the door. I'm not gonna lie. Mike White. I want to see Mike White succeed. I don't want to fucking see.
No,
I
Mike
don't
White's
need to see the
Mike
number
White's,
2 overall
Mike
pick
White's the
succeed.
better story for sure.
Exactly.
100%.
I don't need
was
to see the number 2
I was
overall
just-
pick succeed.
That would be the greatest 30 for 30 of all time. One of.
No, it's not.
It would be.
It literally wouldn't be. But yeah, I mean, that's what I got. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Lions. And obviously we talked a little bit about the Jets.
Jared Goff, man. Shout out Jared Goff.
Fucking baller, bro.
Yeah, no, he's
Jared
really,
Goff is a baller.
He's been showing why he was the fucking number 1 pick. And he's been to a Super Bowl too. I think not enough people talk about that.
No, people forget about that.
That was before the Rams were like very good.
No, it was they were a very good team at that time.
They were, but they weren't complete.
They weren't this team that we just saw last year,
Right.
but they were really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like
Nah, yeah.
they had Robert Woods, they had Brandon Cooks. They were a solid squad.
I mean,
Todd Gurley back in the day, CJ Anderson, I'm pretty sure that was his
Yeah.
he went on a tear that playoff run, fucking CJ Anderson.
Jared Goff. didn't get
Tricali
enough
said, let's
credit.
go to the game.
The Jet game.
Yeah.
Fuck. I have a work party.
I'm broke.
Not work party. I'm working a party,
Oh, okay.
and it's the owners.
Yeah, go make money rather than spend money.
The owners are coming in for a party, and I'm working it, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, they're like billionaires.
nice.
Shout out the Hess family. Love you guys.
I got cut from Hobrow yesterday.
Did you?
I had work at 5. Shorty texted me at 3:20 and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you for tonight, but come in tomorrow morning." I said, "What?"
Who they keep on?
Sal. I was a busboy.
Classics.
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no.
She was like, "You come in tomorrow?" I was like, "Podcast. I could come at 1:30." Thinking she would be like, "Oh no, I'll get someone else."
Never responded, right?
And she was like, "Nah, come in at 1:30."
Oh.
That's fucking
I know.
nice.
So I'm going.
Oh,
That's
she needs you to
ass.
prep, right?
No, she has like 25 teachers coming, and she had someone else on the schedule who couldn't show up. So
That's fucking wild.
now instead of them finding a cover, she found a cover in me. But if it was me, the people are coming in at 3. So rather than finding someone new for the
Just
morning,
have the night person
come in earlier. Like,
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make much sense, but
whatever.
it is what it is.
Rocket science.
Chris, you got any takeaways from the past week in the NFL? Any teams you want to talk about a little bit?
Tua, man.
It's falling off the rails.
I think he'll
he's
be fine.
falling off the rails. He had 2 bad games. Like,
I remember you said they were
Joe
a Super Bowl
Burrow.
contender.
They're still a Super Bowl contender. in my
Joe
opinion.
Burrow.
disagree with that still.
Burr.
I know you disagree with it, but it's my opinion. So I think they're a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right.
Tua's been mid, but he'll bounce back.
Teams are
Like,
learning how to defend him too a little bit.
Okay, and you
Take
could have
away the
said the
middle of the
same
field.
thing after week 1 about Joe Burrow.
No,
He
but I'm
threw
just
4
saying
picks, so
2
teams were learning
straight.
how to defend Joe Burrow week 1. It's
I'm saying 2 straight games where you've seen that Tua is struggling because teams are taking away the middle of the field a lot more. I'm just saying
I
it's a
agree.
schematic change.
No, I agree, but
Do I think he'll be
the
fine?
way
Yes.
the way football, yeah, the way
you
football
adjust to
works
the
is-
adjustments.
right.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
I
it'll be
agree. I'm
cool.
just saying it took him out of his game a little bit. So
Yeah,
obviously
the
they gotta
Chargers had a
adjust.
perfect game plan.
Oh yeah, with limited defensive personnel.
The
Everyone's
Chargers
fucking
are
hurt.
out, right? Or
No,
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 they're
they are
actually ahead
still
of
in the hunt.
the Jets right now.
Are
currently.
they?
Yeah, they're
Wow.
they're in the hunt. They're
I was looking
7
at
and
the
6 right
standings,
now.
yeah.
They're
Oh,
7
so
and
the
6 right
Jets.
now. Bro, Justin Herbert is far more than a social media quarterback. That is that. Fucking can't believe anyone was saying that
Didn't
shit.
they call Diop a social media wideout after this week or something? They said something
I
about
saw him
that.
make a TikTok.
Did anyone
one
see the
time.
mic'd up with him and Bill Belichick?
Yeah, Bill was like,
Yeah,
Bill was like,
Patriots.
Bill's like, I love you.
Nah. D-Hop
Diop
said
was
I
like-
love you, and Bill's like, you too.
Yeah.
Just said,
Diop
"You
like
too."
loves Bill Belichick.
Yeah, bro. Bill's
looks-
gonna trade for him in the offseason.
The Patriots.
Patriots.
I
love me
you
some
called them the Bills, and I
Patriots.
go the Patriots.
Oh,
I didn't call them the
Green.
Bills. I said Bill.
We got bad
Oh,
news.
my
for
bad.
We
you,
got bad
Green.
news.
Oh, Green, you're not gonna be happy, bro.
I wouldn't want to go in the bathroom.
I wouldn't go in the bathroom either.
Nah, it's easy. He ain't pissed or nothing.
Yeah, no, he definitely ain't pissed.
It's definitely better poop than pee.
Nah.
Oh, shit.
But yeah. So what the fuck? What were we saying?
The Patriots.
The Patriots. So it's not out of the realm of possibility D Hop gets traded in the offseason. Obviously, like Kyler Murray is injured. He's done for the season.
I don't know where the Cardinals
Unfortunately, Kyler, get well soon. Praying for you with the torn ACL over there.
Have fun in
But
Shipman.
The Cardinals
brother.
were really good, and then they were like mid to good, and now they're like bad. And now it's like, whoa, well, now you got these talented players on your
Well, they
team.
dealt with a lot of injuries.
They
this
did.
year.
No, but what do you like? You're going to go re-up and run it back again?
This is not a good enough team.
Right.
I think even when healthy, this isn't a good enough
You can't
team.
just I feel like you can't, it's not enough like a retool. You
No.
got to fucking restart.
No, I think it's a complete reset.
Especially if Kyler tore his ACL, he's going to be out
Well,
probably.
he did.
Yeah. Out next year. You know what I mean?
He's
like,
not out for the season.
Bro. You're going to
He'll be
miss
out
10
for a
weeks.
He'll be out
He'll be
for
out for
a
a
couple
while,
months.
Right. You
A
fucking.
month or two.
It's ruining the season.
Probably. Yeah.
Colt McCoy
Essentially.
ain't holding it down.
No, I agree. I think it's a complete
he'll be
rebuild
out
from here.
for the majority of the season.
Right, so-
ACL recovery is a year.
It
Especially in
ruins,
the
it
NFL, yeah.
ruins it, right.
Sometimes
if
it's
they're not
less.
doing good, they're not going to play him.
Yeah,
So he's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
not going to play.
Not gonna play next year. Yeah,
Right. I'm just saying there is a possibility. It could be my midseason. It could be a little earlier even.
I get that, but I don't
Some
think they're gonna be
recovery-
the-
if
some
he's their
recoveries-
franchise guy, he's not gonna.
Yeah,
play.
they're not
That's
going to
true.
rush him back.
I think either way, now's the best time to start trading some of your assets. I just don't think I don't think this team, even 2 years from now, it's not built to succeed. Like it's not. They don't have young players. Their best defensive player is JJ Watt. And I mean, JJ Watt's what, 34 now?
washed.
34. He's not washed, but he's
He's just
34 now.
old.
He's compared to what he's washed.
Obviously, he was arguably one of the greatest defensive players of all time. So yes, compared to that,
I don't think he was ever that.
I don't know, bro. 20 and a half sacks in a season, 3-time
Lawrence
defensive player of the
Taylor.
year.
He didn't say the
I
best.
He
didn't
said
say-
one.
I didn't
Oh,
say.
yeah, one
I
of-
didn't
okay.
What
say
did he win? Like
3 defensive player of the years.
Yeah, no, one of okay.
And had a 20 and a half sack season.
So
So
you said the. Sorry.
no.
Alright.
The is former Giant and Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, Aaron
Donald.
Donald's probably second.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I mean
Micah Parsons one day.
Micah Parsons maybe, but he's about to get fucked by the Eagles in a couple weeks because he was talking his shit. Anyone see that shit with Jalen
I
Hurts?
really don't
where he
think
said
the
something about
Eagles
Jalen
are
Hurts?
going to stop Micah Parsons.
I think Jordan Mailata makes him his fucking child.
You see that man sing?
Yes, he's so good
He's
at singing.
so good at singing.
So good at singing,
He's
bro.
really talented. Shout out Jordan Mailata.
I want their Christmas album
Yeah, I
so
don't
fucking
think
bad.
any offensive lineman in the NFL is making Micah Parsons their bitch.
Nah, I agree.
Micah's been quiet the last couple weeks.
Right,
but
but
that's
even
game
if
plan.
he's
That's game plan.
quiet, no one's making him their bitch.
I don't know, man. Mike is a little
I mean-
baby back bitch.
You're just a fucking giant.
Isn't that your
He
D-
is
isn't that
the
your
best
D-boy?
defensive
is my
player in
D-boy.
the
He's
league
just a
right
baby
now.
back bitch.
Nah,
What do you mean?
obviously, Mike is my fucking defensive player of the year. He's a dog, but he's been quiet. Nick Bosa's taking that over a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Nick Bosa is probably the favorite for defensive player of the year right now. So, best defense in the league, one of the best defenses we've seen in a while, honestly. And
So
he's dominated the last few weeks.
What's Lamar's injury like? Because they're 9-4.
He's it's what is it? It's not an MCL sprain, is it? He's out for like at least probably 2 to 3 weeks.
So we'll make it back for playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's back for playoffs,
Mm.
but
If
he's
they get into the playoffs,
They'll get in.
that's not a guarantee.
Why?
What are they, 9-4?
9-4.
well, they're not winning the division if Lamar's out.
Yeah,
You don't know that?
Joey Burr, bro. Come on.
The Bengals are gonna win
The Bengals definitely going to win the division if
Bengals
Lamar's out for an
5
extended
in a
period of
row
time.
for the Bengals.
Bengals are
Christ.
really good, bro.
Titans lost 3 in a row. Damn.
I knew they were going to.
They're
They're
still
just
gonna win
not,
their division too.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
they're going to beat the
'cause-
Texans, but then they have the Cowboys and Jaguars, bro. I don't know. Well, no, they got the
Well,
Chargers.
no, they can't win.
Dude.
They're not losing the division. The Colts aren't winning it. Maybe if the Jags win out, they have a shot. But even then, I don't think that's happening. And who the fuck? The Texans. And the Texans have already eliminated themselves in
The
playoff
Jags could
contention, so-
definitely, bro. Let's say the Titans lose three out of their last
What's
4
the Jags
games.
record?
5-8.
5-8.
And the Jags versus the Titans in one of those last four games.
Yeah, and then they play
It's
the
definitely possible.
they play the Cowboys, Jets, Texans, Titans.
Cowboys, Jets, Texans,
The
Titans.
Titans also versus
Oh
the
my
Cowboys.
God. You could, you're not beating the Cowboys, most likely. But all three of those games afterwards are winnable games.
Very winnable.
Very
games.
winnable games. And especially with the way Trev has been playing, which is another possible future video, they can beat anybody. Like they're
Jags?
The Jags, yes. They're scary, bro. If Trev's playing like the generational quarterback we thought he could be,
Besides this
which
game,
he has been.
they could beat the Jets. They could beat the Texans. They could beat the
I wouldn't be
Titans.
surprised if that's a trap game for the Cowboys. They could lose that game. They're playing the Eagles the following week. That's a trap game. I honestly would put money on the Jaguars this week
Do it.
on the money line. I
Do
will.
it. Okay.
No, I'll put 100 on the Jaguars money line this week.
Right.
If they get smoked, they get smoked. But you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting 100 on the fucking Jaguars money line this week
Amazing.
against the Cowboys.
What ladies are watching this?
It'd be nice if we had ladies watching.
Oh no,
Grams.
Grams might be.
Yeah. Grams.
Shout out to
Hi,
the
Grams.
ladies at Tommy's the other day.
My mom was watching
Yeah.
yesterday.
Jesus
I don't know what
Christ.
she was watching, but she was like, "I was watching your podcast yesterday." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Thanks, mom."
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Shout out my mom. She watches every one of these. So I don't know how she sits there and just listens to us talk for an hour and a half or 2 hours. But
Not even
Shout out
knowing
to
what
her
we're
for
talking
that.
about.
yeah, no idea. No
Just
idea.
out of
She
support.
just learns, man. She learns. She's starting to like sit at the dinner table and ask me about some things. And I'm just like, Mom, what the fuck you talk? Why do you know that? So
She just starts like asking about defensive schemes and shit. You're like, "Whoa,
not defensive schemes yet. We're not there yet. If my mom starts talking about that at dinner,
I'm
gonna
not
be like,
even
"Who the-"
there, bro."
No, Not
Defensive
yet.
schemes on what? In what? What are
in,
we talking
in
about?
football.
Nah,
So
nah.
you don't know the
basketball,
difference between a 3-4 and a 4-3?
The 4-3 is when there's an extra lineman, not linebacker, right?
4 defensive linemen,
yeah.
3 linebackers.
Yeah, that I know.
3-4 is 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers.
Yeah.
But
Schemes.
Yeah.
Nickel,
that's yeah.
Mhm.
What's it? No, we're not gonna.
Dime.
Cloud coverage package.
quarter.
That's what he was a dime.
I love that.
That was adorable. All right. So speaking of dimes, we're gonna put a lot of them in your pockets because this week
Whoa.
we absolutely dominated in our picks for
No.
gambling.
Yeah.
Well, most of us
Most
did.
of us did.
Most of us did. Me, Chris, and Trincali. Did you hit FanDuel?
No,
No.
Me, Chris, and Trunks hit FanDuel. And then prize picks. I did. Did you?
Trunks and Dean.
Trunks and Dean hit prize picks. Me, Chris, and Trunks hit FanDuel. So it's a big week for us this week. We've been hitting we're hitting bets now. We kind of got a gimme with the Justin Herbert for prize picks. And some of us unfortunately still did not hit.
Yep.
But it happens. We're fixing our record.
Classic.
As
Darius
Chris
Slayton.
said last week, what was the famous line that Trim uttered?
Oh, for every cold streak, there's a hotter streak brewing.
Exactly.
Like coffee.
So we're
Like
coming.
coffee.
We're coming in hot, like very hot. So here we go. What are we're gonna start with some.
with our prize picks party mix for the week.
Whoa, that was aggressive.
Oh, because
Yep.
Ortiz is aggressive this week.
Uh-huh.
He's ready.
I'm stamping both of mine right now.
Whoa.
You ready for
I don't
this?
think I've ever heard you curse on this. Wow.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
All right, here we go. Ezekiel Elliott, more than 0.5 passing, rushing, or receiving touchdowns. Austin Eckler, more than 41.5 receiving yards. And Mahomes, more than 290.5 passing yards.
That
Tony
Eckler-
T
that-
guarantee, stamp it.
That Eckler line's low.
Exactly.
Good shit.
Wow. Big time Ortiz.
All right. So I have big Sam Darnold against Pittsburgh to put up over 172.5 passing yards. I have Jay Jettas against Indianapolis putting up 87.5 receiving yards. It's a lot, but not for Jay Jettas,
The gritty man.
the gritty boy.
Dean, show us your gritty after this.
Nah,
Please
you don't
do.
want to see it.
Please do.
And then
really
I got
want
Miles Sanders.
They would love to see it.
rushing plus receiving yards 78.5 against the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
For
As for me, I have Stephon Diggs going over 69.5 receiving yards versus the Miami Dolphins. Not sure why the line's so low. I mean, he had a poor week last week, but 69.5, Diggs is going to smash that. Justin Jefferson, as Dean said, over 87.5 receiving yards. And lastly, Dean's boy, Garrett Wilson, wide receiver 1, over 64.5 receiving yards against the Detroit Lions.
He's him, Garrett
He
Wilson.
is indeed him.
Of Mike Gesicki, over 1.5 receptions. Sam Darnold, over 0.5 interceptions, and Dalvin Cook over 0.5 touchdowns. Easy.
There it is.
Simple.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on to our second segment of gambling, which is
FanDuel Fridays. Chicago Bulls money line, DeMar DeRozan 20+ points, Luka Doncic 25+ points, Dallas Mavericks -4.
okay. So I got Kevin Durant to score 20+. I got the Brooklyn Nets money line against the Raptors. I have Pascal Siakam to also score 20+. And lastly, I have De'Aaron Fox to also get a dub.
I was doing just money lines today because I couldn't find anything I really liked other than the games. I have the Nets over the Raptors. I have the Knicks over the Bulls, the Mavs over the Blazers, and the Lakers over the Nuggies.
Ron, I got Trey Young, 2+ made threes. Tyrese Halliburton to score 15+. Paolo to score 15+. And over 223 for the Warrior-Sixer game.
Okay.
Tony T guarantee.
He's
Stamp it.
stamping that, man.
Damn, 2 stamps.
2 stamps.
That's a lot of stamps.
Uh-huh.
God damn.
I haven't stamped anything this year.
Well, you don't have a nice rhyme scheme to go
I
with
don't.
it.
You're
so,
right. The Matty J.
Nah, doesn't work.
No, it doesn't
No.
work.
The Matty J takeaway. No.
No.
Nah, I don't
That's
like that.
stupid. No, my bad.
No, it was a nice try, Dean. I appreciate you for trying, but
Yeah.
but
I'll brainstorm.
yeah. So also shout out Trunks. Obviously, he's not here. If you guys couldn't already tell, because he's not memorable.
Oh
But
yeah, we didn't mention that.
Yeah, who cares?
good luck on your final today, buddy.
Hope we fail.
Hope you actually don't fail. I already know you really didn't study for this one, so I'm gonna put
What?
you on blast for that one.
Trunks.
Please do well. We're definitely rooting for you over here.
Should we read Trunks' stuff?
What he sent? Oh yeah.
So Trunks for today, for his prize picks party mix, he has
I like the way you said that. That's some pizzazz.
thanks, bro. Thanks. He has a he has the Deshaun Watson over 17 and a half
laughing, Dean.
per J.
Stop
17
laughing
and
at
a half
Deshaun Watson's name, Dean.
pass completions. He has Jamar Chase over 80 and a half receiving yards.
You're not laughing at Jamar Chase, are you?
And Jay Jett is over 87 and a half receiving
Yo,
yards.
everyone's picking that shit.
Everyone's picking that shit.
And then for
FanDuel Friday. For
That had
that,
some pizzazz.
Trunks has Sacramento Kings alternative spread, -2.5 against the Detroit Pistons. Brooklyn Nets
oh my god.
alternative spread against the Toronto Raptors +6.5. Nikola Vucevic to record 8+ rebounds against the Knicks. Yusuf Nurkic to record 8+ rebounds against the Mavericks. And that's +266.
Okay.
Shout out Trunks.
Nice. Oh yeah, mine was +287.
All
Not
right.
that it matters.
Plus
No,
314.
I was like +1100.
Jesus.
My
Dean,
bad. Yo.
You need some wins, bro.
I need some money.
I'm coming for you,
That's
brother.
true. You don't. Anyways, yeah. So right now we're down to 4, right? So in a bit, someone that's sitting to my right.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah, never mind.
he's here.
Wait, you're not leaving?
No,
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yo, we here.
All
we
right.
here.
We here.
Let's get it.
So
All right,
we have
so that-
something planned for basketball, but before we get into that, I want to talk about the
Did I
new
do it?
number 1 seed in the Western Conference in
Oh, well.
basketball,
Might
the
wanna start doing
Memphis
it.
Grizzlies. Ever since Sharon Jackson
Where is
got
it?
back,
I
they've
think
been
it's in
on
the
a
group chat.
tear. They've won 7 in a row. Jaron Jackson's been actually incredible this season.
Bro, he's gonna put himself in Defensive Player of the Year
Yeah.
if he hasn't. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the games for it, but he's gonna.
He's averaging
fucking-
3.5 blocks right now.
Bro,
Yeah, he's averaging
they-
17 points per
Since he
game.
returned, they've been the best defense in the NBA, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
He's shooting 37% from 3, which is amazing to see. Obviously, it's a small sample size, but his 3-point shot has been trending down the past 2 years. So to see him
It's
get
good
it
to
back
see
up
him
to
making 'em.
37, yeah. And the defense is going to be there. Like Ortiz said, dude's averaging 3 blocks. So he's been absolutely incredible. Ja's been incredible. They're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and
Desmond Bain ain't even
their
playing.
big
now.
3 hasn't played
Yeah.
a game yet together.
And
so
to see what they did to the second best defense in
yeah, they
in
actually
basketball,
dicked down the Bucks last
won by
night. I didn't watch
41.
the game. but-
41 fucking points.
Yeah, Drew didn't play. Which is it a 41 point difference, maybe not, but it does change the game a lot. It gives you Drew Holiday to also throw it, John Moran, as well as obviously Javon Carter. But Drew makes a difference. Chris Middleton still ain't back. He's played fucking terribly since coming back. His shot efficiency is not there as of right now.
He shot pretty good last game.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
had far more bad games than
What
he
do you
has
mean?
good.
He shot 1 for 12.
I want
bro.
to see what Sully would say.
I'm talking about the game before that. He didn't shoot as terribly the game before that,
I was talking about this one.
unless he did.
Probably.
5 for 30. No, that's not him. But yeah, no, Chris Middleton has been more bad than good. He shot. I know he shot 1 for 12 last night because I honestly box score watched last night. I didn't get the chance to watch most.
Yeah,
of the
I'm gonna
games
be
anyway.
honest. Did Jaren Jackson get hurt?
Why?
He only played 13 minutes.
He's just
Um,
garbage.
I'll tell you right
They
now.
could have been beating
Garbage.
them bad to the point where. Yeah, I honestly have no idea.
It doesn't say anything. I mean, he only took 2 shots, so
I'm gonna assume, no. I feel like it would have been the top story.
he also
right
had
there.
4 fouls. That could have something to do with it.
It probably
Yeah.
did. It probably did. That's what I was actually gonna mention that
That's
with
one.
Jaren.
That's one thing.
That's the biggest issue with Jaren Jackson Jr.
is fouling,
He's
especially at the
always-
rim.
he's
At
a
the
very-
rim.
Yes, always been a very good defender, but it's always the fact that he plays himself off the floor because he just fouls far
Yeah,
too
but
often.
that's something you just gotta live with.
Yeah.
Like obviously you would want it to get better, but he's an aggressive shot blocker, so he's going to foul people.
Yeah,
Reminds me of a young me.
Obviously, you would like him to stay out of foul trouble, and that's something he could definitely improve on. But it's kind of something you're just gonna
Yeah.
have to live with him.
The thing is, it's like pick your poison. It's either he doesn't foul as much or he doesn't get the blocks that he would get because he's, as Chris said, he's an
See, but
aggressive block guy.
in my personal opinion, you can find a fine balance between the two. You don't need to block, although blocking 4 shots a game is fucking sick. Like it looks super cool on the stat sheet, but at the same time, he can impact defense without fouling because he has a crazy wingspan. He's so athletic. His instincts defensively are so impressive. I think there's a world where he cuts it down to 2 blocks, but fouls like 1 or 2 fewer times a game. And that's a big difference. And you need him on the floor in the end. Like he clearly changes the entire outlook of this team. I don't personally think they are even in the championship conversation without Jaren Jackson, but now that Jaren's back and they look like this, and Desmond Bane hasn't even played, they're
Oh,
arguably
they're
a championship
contenders.
contender.
They're most definitely
They're
a contender.
contenders, bro.
They're arguably a championship contender now.
They
So,
can win the West. Like,
bro, the West is wide open.
yeah, I mean, any team you could call a
Just
contender in the West, but like,
Don't get away from me, cocky man.
like they
Speaking
could
of
win the
Cocky man.
West. Bro.
Speaking of winning the
Today's not your
West,
day.
what do we think about? I saw. Shout out, pick a side. I saw what's it called? I saw them talking about the Pelicans. Shut your dumb ass up, Leo.
Whoa.
I saw the Pelicans. Them talking about the Pelicans, and I was like, they were talking about whether or not they could see them winning the West. What do you guys think of the Pelicans' chances?
Well,
of
there
winning
was
the
one
West?
specific
Winning the
person on
West?
that show who I'm not going to name, but he said it's too early to determine.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's
So,
we
like,
just passed the quarter.
I see the point there because, like we just said, the West is completely wide open. Every team, probably, in my opinion, in the top 10 right now, I could see every team other than the Kings and the Jazz winning the West. Like, let's be real. The Grizzlies can win it. The Pelicans can win it. The Nuggets can win it.
Warriors,
the Suns can win it. The
obviously.
Blazers can win it. The Clippers can win it. The Mavs can win it. And the Warriors can win it. So it's wide open. But it's
Where would you
tough
put the
because,
Pelicans
like,
in that?
it's tough because the Pelicans are every team, like I just said, is a contender, is a Western Conference Finals contender.
Yes.
But then you're gonna have to go through the Celtics, Bucks, or Nets. So to be a title contender, you have to be able to compete with those guys. The Pelicans, I don't know, man. Like, we haven't seen Zion in playoff basketball, bro. We haven't seen him play in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so.
it's different. It is different because you game plan around a player completely.
Listen, man, they've been phenomenal. They had a tough L last night against the
They did.
Jazz.
That
That
was
was a
a
tough
rough
L. I
L.
watched a little bit of the highlights.
Still no Brandon Ingram.
Najee Marshall, man.
Najee Marshall played
Najee
extremely
Marshall is a really good NBA player, and I hope when they're fully healthy, they still have minutes for him.
well. It's gonna be
It's
tough.
gonna be tough.
There's
have a
Trey
lot of
Murphy and
guys.
Herb Jones
Yeah,
too.
they have a lot of
Jose
guys.
Alvarado's probably gonna fall out the rotation, and Jose Alvarado's been fucking playing his ass off right now.
Like I mean, the Pelicans are right up there, though. You know,
They're probably the deepest team in the NBA, in my opinion. Probably the deepest team in the
They're up
NBA,
there.
top to bottom.
The
You have
Grizzlies are up there.
Grizzlies for sure. Jaden
Celtics
Springer
are
got a
up
few
there.
minutes a
And I
couple
feel like-
nights ago. I
I
was
feel like
happy
all
to
the
see
teams
that.
Chris just named they're all, as Chris said, the West is wide open. Any team that Chris named could win it.
Yo,
Yeah.
Dean, you know we're gonna do that together, right? Like you don't have to do it on your own.
I thought you just said to have it ready. You
I
just
thought
told me that. You said, did you do it?
No, yeah, because I did it last night.
I did not do that. Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't
nice.
prepare for
I was
that.
up till fucking 6 a.m. doing shit.
Oh my god.
I was up.
What
I
did
was
you-
up till 6 a.m.
What do you
anyway.
think?
But
We were each gonna do our own individual bracket.
kinda, yeah.
So
No.
this is consensus thing.
Yeah,
But we only have 4.
we're gonna have to argue it out until
Yes,
we agree.
until someone
That'd
picks
be
a
the
side.
point.
Yeah. So no. What else in basketball before we
right,
get
well,
into that?
Okay,
The Nets have been-
Clippers and the Nets are 2 teams I want to talk about a little bit. The Nets especially. Yo. They're like
Rolling.
they're insane.
The Nets?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Nets are insane. They look exactly like I had hoped they were when I called them a finals pick at the start of the season. So I still don't think they could beat the Bucks. I mean, of course they can, but I don't think they will beat the Bucks or Celtics. But fuck, man, KD's in the MVP conversation, and he's probably top 3 in it right now.
They're back in the top 4.
Yeah, he's up there. He's been he's probably, in my opinion, having his best defensive year of his career.
Which is crazy to say.
Yeah, him and Nick Claxton have been a devastating duo in terms of rim protection.
Yep.
Rim protection. Kyrie's slowly getting back into form. We all knew it's been a minute since he got back, but we all knew the getting Seth Curry back was going to help this team immensely.
Of course.
And Yuta Watanabe has been incredible. Leads the league in 3-point percentage, if I'm not mistaken. Still, what else?
TJ Warren's back.
You still
Yeah,
would
TJ
just
Warren.
love if Ben Simmons was a little better. Just a
Well,
little better.
Not even just a little better, a little bit more available would be nice.
And a
Just
little bit more
anything.
aggressive
Just-
on the
It's
court.
hot
Well,
in here. I'm turning on the AC.
Yeah,
Yes,
please do.
bro.
just anything. Bro.
Aggressive and available.
He's just like a
the
waste.
2 A's.
For me, it's more available than I think the aggression will come with availability, but it's hard to get back into form when you're
barely playing.
Yeah, playing one game, skipping 2, playing 2, skipping 3.
And more so than anything else, though, they kind of do have a role for him where it's just be the defender, just play defense, play make.
Facilitate a little bit.
Exactly, play defense and play make. He gets to play this Draymond Green role and play it comfortably to where you don't have to rely on Ben Simmons to give you 20 plus.
Yo,
It's sad because
Draymond's
he
wild.
could.
Draymond's wild.
What,
bro.
the fan thing?
Yeah, that was fucking.
What
If
happened?
that's what he said, the fan,
Then Draymond's
bugging.
Made, yeah.
Draymond's
what
bugging.
happened?
Draymond got a fan escorted out of the Bucks game when they played the Bucks, and Draymond was like, "Oh, like he made like death threats or some shit like that." But it came out they said that the dude only said like,
you're lucky or something like.
oh, yeah, like you get a pass.
You
here
got a
in
pass
Milwaukee
for what
yeah.
you did to
punch
Jordan Poole
Yeah.
because Jordan Poole's from
there.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. So, they were
So-
like, oh, you get a pass. So like the Bucks literally refunded dude for his tickets and then gave him free,
Free tickets for another
to the
game, I
next
saw
one.
Yep.
That's so dumb.
So
I mean, that's honestly a cool story. I got kicked out by Draymond Green and I got to go to a free game.
And then
but
went to a game. Yeah, that's
You
fire.
should make a vlog out of
You
it.
should make a vlog out of that. Well, I mean, it's 2-8 now for the Draymond thing. But
getting
like,
kicked out of the fucking Warriors game.
Draymond was bitch made for that one. And usually he's one of the guys that like
No, he's-
talks the
he's a
most
bitch.
shit and does all this and does all that. I love Draymond. He's one of my favorite players. But yeah, that was bitch made, bro. That
Draymond's
was
a bitch.
very bitch made. But
He's
the
always-
other
we say
team-
about Paolo last week. We said Paolo could take it more than he gives it.
yes, Draymond could
Draymond.
give it more than he takes it.
Yeah, Draymond.
Yeah.
Draymond's old.
Yeah.
He can
The
come
other
and-
team
come
that I
and
wanted
get
to
it.
talk a little bit about, the Los Angeles Clippers, who, when Kawhi has played, they're 8-2. When he hasn't played, they're like 11-15 or something. Maybe not 11-15, but there's something
The
like
problem is they've only played 10
that.
games.
10 games.
Yeah.
Exactly. The best ability is availability. And Kawhi is slowly he's not looking like himself yet. No, of course not. It's his first games of basketball, first 10 games coming back off the torn ACL. But they just look like such a different team when he's out there, and everyone just looks so much more confident, and everyone slides into these comfortable roles. Like Reggie Jackson doesn't have to take 20 shots a game and force up a bunch of contested looks. Like it just looks a lot more fluid. And I mean, my pick was the Nets Clippers. I'm not backing off that. They both look really good. They're showing out. They're when Kawhi is playing, at least.
Yeah.
PG's having a decent season, not one of his best, not one of his worst. But I mean, I don't know, man. I still got the Clippers and I still got the Nets. Both teams have looked really good recently when everyone's been healthy.
The
So
Clippers have like 5-6 guys that can give you 20
A
any
night,
single
yeah.
night.
yeah,
So my thing about the Clippers is Kawhi just don't look the same.
no, he
He's
doesn't.
coming back from injury, so it'll take time. But
Same thing with Ben Simmons
He
in
looked-
a little single way.
yeah,
Gotta play.
but Kawhi looks like he's fucking moving in quicksand.
Less explosive, far less
Yeah.
Very
explosive.
slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Far less explosive.
But
Still gets to his spots.
Kawhi in his time in the Clippers, Kawhi was always a phenomenal rebounder. Kawhi in his time with the Clippers upped his playmaking game so much.
Bro.
So you see it when he's
Yes.
in that Celtics game, and it's crazy to say because Kawhi's a superstar, so he shouldn't be having to do this stuff. But in the Celtics game, obviously he went crazy, he shot super efficiently, but he did all the dirty work, man. He gets a shit that, like, he's a really, really, really underrated rebounder. I think he's one of the best at his position.
He is.
And his playmaking was really good. He's just like, oh, just go grab an offensive rebound, and it's a simple just kick out pass to the corner. But who else on that team was doing things like that? So it just he helps more than he hurts, 100%. And once he gets his explosion back, they're going to be scary.
Seeing his improved vision too. Like he doesn't make the passes that look extremely flashy, but it's passes that are more
The
difficult
right
than you
pass.
think
Yeah,
they
Makes
are.
the right pass.
So it is good to see him back, and it's good to see him kind of accepting this like role where he's like, maybe I'm not the same player right now, and if I do get back to that, I could add this along with that superstar version of myself.
He's just doing what it takes to win. And
Exactly.
you like to see that.
100%, 100%. And his game should come back. His jumper has always been his biggest strength. His athleticism was never really like the biggest strength to Kawhi's game. Of course, yes, he had an unbelievable lateral quickness, one of the best defenders in the league for a while. Is that going to be the same? No, probably not. Is he going to be able to dunk on a bunch of dudes like he was doing during the playoff run with the Raptors and a little bit with the Clippers? No, probably not. But he's one of the best mid-range jumpers in the league, shooters in the league, if not the best, right there with Kevin Durant and Shea. Shout out my guy Shea. But
DeMar DeRozan.
tomorrow, of course, up there as well. I think that comes back. That will come back.
I mean, you could tell just by watching him. He's been short on most of his jumpers. He's still getting his legs under him.
Yep.
By mid-season, I feel like that problem will be fixed because I think Kawhi would be in the lab working on his jump shot, getting that back.
You would hope so.
I would hope so. But as you said, he's one of the best mid-range shooters in the league. He's just been short on his jump shots, getting his legs under him.
Yeah. Still solid. He's built like a fucking truck, too. Like, the dude will be fine. I'm excited. This Clippers team is going to get it together if they can all get on the fucking floor together. And the Nets, another team that just those two teams are looking like they were expected to look. So
Real quick, before we get into this other thing, would you guys like to speak about the Knicks?
They've been playing fucking awesome.
They have been playing
Been
awesome.
playing really fucking good. Julius Randle who is looking like a competent basketball player again.
I'm way more than a confident basketball player.
he's
Um,
looked
playing his way into the All-Star
fucking
conversation.
believable. And that's coming from me. And I've been hating on Julius Randle all fucking
Forever.
You
season.
know,
Yeah.
we bashed on Dibs for not playing Reddish,
Oh,
which
my
obviously still, whatever, but they're winning games, so you can't really argue it at the same time. You know what I mean?
So the biggest change that I've seen, at least, and I think the numbers back me up, they're giving up less open threes. They're giving up less open corner threes. They're giving up less threes in general because they're running teams off the three-point line. And the biggest change to the rotation that Tibbs has made, and I will give him a lot of credit for this one, if you don't fucking play defense, you're not fucking playing. So Derrick Rose has fallen completely out of the rotation. Miles McBride has entered the rotation. And while, no, his offensive game isn't elite by any means,
It's
he's-
a zero.
of course. But He's unbelievable defensively. He'll pick you up 94, and he's making you work. And by the time you get that ball over, there's 16 seconds left on the shot clock. So same thing with Quentin Grimes. Fucking love Quentin Grimes, man. That I didn't want us to trade him, and I'm glad we didn't. So it's super nice to see him obviously showing his ass with his offensive game too. Like that is something that obviously he showed it at Houston, but he wasn't really showing it in the NBA. And now look at this. The guy's having, what was it, a 34-point game not too long ago? Like Quentin Grimes is a baller, and I'm happy that we have him. Obviously, Julius Randle has looked far more engaged defensively too, which I don't know what happened. I don't know what switch flipped.
There we go.
Switch flipped. But yeah, after that Mavs game where we got embarrassed, things have quite obviously changed, and I'm happy to see it. So
Yeah, you guys have had the best defense over your 5-game win streak, like by a wide margin. And like you said, Deuce McBride's been incredible. Quentin Grimes has been literally phenomenal, dude. He's he's low-key playing his way onto an all-defensive team. Like he's been that good, Quentin Grimes. So
and he has an offensive game, which is gonna be tapped into a little bit more.
The Knicks also have
I
his
don't know about an
great
offensive
teams,
game. He's a good shooter, but like
he's got some off the dribble stuff to him. He showed it at Houston too. There's potential there. I think there's more than what Quentin Grimes has shown to this point. And he was a 5-star recruit. Like, of course, that doesn't mean much, but like the potential's there. Quentin Grimes can be.
T. Higgins was a 5-star basketball recruit
over Trae Young, right?
Yeah.
T. Higgins would have been a superstar in the NBA. Nah, I'm playing, but
I mean,
He could have been.
it is fun to watch the Knicks actually playing like a good basketball team, which is really nice to see. The 3-pointer still ain't exactly falling for most of the players on this team, but I'm just happy to see them competing defensively.
I'm a Debbie Downer when it comes to the Knicks. I don't like the Knicks. It doesn't seem sustainable to me at all whatsoever.
That's fine, and I get that because as you've said in the past, we don't have that guy. We don't have the one guy that it's like.
Well, it's not even about that. It's just we know who Julius Randle is.
The best.
Do we see what Brunson did to Alex Caruso?
Yeah.
damn,
God damn.
drop that man.
Drop that man and hit the dagger. That was.
Caruso dropped McBride in that game, though. Also,
I know.
yeah.
But Jalen Brunson got him back.
Jalen Brunson's cool.
Trunk
I
said
don't
we're
know.
winning it all. Jalen Brunson equals dad.
It just
Uh-huh.
doesn't seem
Word.
sustainable to me. I think
No, it's
I
not.
mean, I agree. I don't.
it's gonna
I
get
don't
to a
think so,
point
Sam.
where Deuce McBride, like,
is unplayable.
not unplayable,
But
but
he will get
his
played off the
minutes
court.
aren't like plus 20, like plus 30. You know, like him and like Deuce and Quentin Grimes minute. Like I'm sure over this 5-game win streak, they're probably like plus 150 over the 5-game. You know what I mean?
Those two together have
Yeah,
been
like,
unreal.
Like, and their plus and minus is like has been
Yeah,
insane
it has
in
to
all
be,
of these
yeah.
games. So I don't think that's really sustainable.
The point of attack defense on this team is elite, though.
Like I said, I mean the Bulls game, like it was a good win. Y'all almost choked it,
We did.
and the Bulls suck. The Bulls.
Yeah,
suck.
I was actually about to ask, and I was going to say we close it on this. Do you want to even mention your team?
I'll
at all?
say they make no, bro. You guys were running a pick and roll with Brunson and Randall, and we were switching it every time for some reason, switching Caruso on to Randall, and then when Randall got the ball on the post, we were throwing 3 guys at him and leaving you guys wide open.
You know, it didn't make sense to me because
And-
Caruso was more than holding his own in the one-on-one with
just
Julius
throw
Randle.
one. Just throw one. You could throw a double. I understand throwing a double because he's smaller. But
Yeah.
they were throwing 3 guys at him.
Yeah,
and
it was bad.
Zach LaVine, bro. Like, I swear, like he's deliberately trying to lose games. Like, I don't know what his deal is, bro.
You think he wants out for sure?
You know, you-
I don't know if he
Maybe he's going
wants
for
out.
Victor.
He just
Looks
Doesn't-
unmotivated.
like makes mistakes. Like he just has these mental lapses. I feel like it's kind of a DeMar thing in a way. Where it's like we run everything through DeMar and then
Yeah.
and then it's through Vucevic and then it's like, well, I need to go get mine. So let me drive and fucking chuck up this stupid ass floater from behind
Yeah.
the backboard. and
I
shit like
watch
that.
I watch Rusty Buckets. Shout out Rusty Buckets on YouTube. He's fire. He was talking about it in a video last week about the Bulls, and he was like, so Zach LaVine seems to always just make these mistakes at the worst times or take this terrible shot at the worst possible time. And he was like, but even he even had the tendency to do some of this stuff back when he was like elite. And he was like, but the difference was he was dropping 30 efficiently, so we can deal with that. But he's like, now that he's not even doing that, and what is he shooting right now? 37% from the floor, like 37% from the field right now, or something like that. And you're not dealing with that. You're not gonna put up with that shit, these terrible shots and all this fucking bullshit turnovers and stuff like that.
No,
like
he's shooting 44.
44 from the field?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Oh, 36% from three. Got it. But yeah, I mean, Zach just takes his shot selection is that of a superstar when his efficiency is not that of a
His
superstar
shot
any longer.
selection's poor. His defense is poor. Piss poor.
Yeah.
Just no bueno. Just trade everyone, bro.
I completely agree with you. I think the reset needs to happen now.
I'm sick of watching it, bro. It's not fun. Like, even that Knicks game. That Knicks game got exciting for a little bit down the stretch, but like, yeah, it wasn't fun, bro.
No.
I didn't enjoy watching it.
No, it was not. But anyways, on to our main segment of the day for basketball. And Chris, would you like to introduce us to what we are about to do?
Yeah, I'd love to. So, my guys over at NBA University, I got the merch. See the shit? Merch just came, so shout out them for dropping this sick merch. They did on their Twitter page. Follow them on Twitter. NBA news, stats, all that fun stuff.
They're an elite follow.
Yeah. They did this NBA best under 25 long-term bracket on their Twitter page over the past week, and I enjoyed it. You know, the whole basketball community was kind of involved in it, voting on it. They didn't include Luka and Tatum in this because
It would have been obvious.
Yeah,
but
Luka and
yeah.
Tatum are the two best.
Even the other
But
two
here's
guys
my
on the
thing.
top
They're
are a
gonna
little.
they're going to include Zion and Ja. Those two are pretty obvious.
Well, those two also aren't on.
It doesn't
Luka's
really. But yeah,
level.
but Luka and Tatum
Luka
are.
and Tatum are
different,
clear. They're
yeah.
top 5 players. So, yeah.
All right. So, do you guys want to do this like bracket by bracket
We
and
could.
get the final 4, or do you want to do the whole first round and then do the whole second round?
Let's go first round
You want to do
first.
the first round?
Yeah.
second
Okay.
Just so we can start the more intense
Kind of
stuff
stay-
afterward.
Yeah.
Ease into it.
All right. I hope you guys can see that. You probably can't.
Probably
but
can't. They can't see anything on the
It's
screen.
okay.
We're happy if they see our logo.
That's better. You can't exactly see it, but it's better.
I mean, you'll hear us
It's fine.
saying their
Oh my
names.
It's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna speak
I
it
mean,
anyway.
it's
We'll
a
put a-
small- yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
small.
Nah,
a
there's
small
nothing
font.
we
Yeah,
could do
we're good.
about it.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, Zion Williamson versus Killian Hayes.
We'll post the image.
Zion.
Yeah, but it's not.
I'm
even
gonna
bother
run.
with this
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna run through the first round. Besides these 8-9s,
8-9s
8-9s
and-
might be close, but
yeah.
other than that, we're running through it. RJ Barrett, Jaden Ivey.
I
Jaden-
have
Jaden
RJ.
RJ.
Why?
He has
How?
more on his resume than Jaden. Jaden Ivey's.
We're not
Okay,
talking
we're not
about,
talking about
resumes.
resumes.
Let me
It's
ask
who
this
you would
real
rather
quick.
have
Are we
long-term.
taking long term?
Yes,
That's-
I mean that is the
Best
title
under
of the.
25 long term.
Okay, I
Still
didn't
RJ.
see the long term. I'm also still taking RJ. 'cause
I think RJ has hit his peak, if that.
I
Jaden
agree.
Ivey still has so much more room to grow after what we're seeing, what
I
he's
agree.
doing so far this season.
I just think, and obviously I've also hated on. I'm just a Knicks hater while being a Knicks fan, but and I'm the first person to admit that RJ has been fucking terrible, and somehow he's still averaging
He's
20
picked it
this
up
year.
last.
He's somehow still
10
averaging 20
games.
this year, and we're close to it, right around 18, 19. My thing is, RJ at what he could be, and yes, I know he's 3 years, 4 years into the league, and he really hasn't grown too much.
He's hit his peak, bro.
I don't think he's hit his peak.
How-
I think it's insane
so
to say
either.
that RJ Barrett has hit his.
What
has
is
hit
he?
his
How
peak.
much better is he gonna get? Because I know people who thought this dude was taking some Jaylen Brown type jump this year. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, you
bro?
know,
His
people.
efficiency,
When you
bro.
say people, you mean Trunks.
That,
Trunks was like, he's an
no,
all-star
I
this
wasn't
year.
even talking about Trunks. I just mean people in general around the basketball community. But
RJ better win this thing or it's rigged, he said. And then he said Zach Wilson starting versus the Lions. Let's go. Wait, what?
What?
Zach Wilson starting versus the Lions.
No way.
Damn, Mike White's out. Holy shit, that's crazy.
so RJ, I just don't like. What is he gonna get better at? Other than his efficiency can improve, but even at that, like, bro, he's one of the worst finishers around the rim in all of basketball. Like, you guys watch this guy
My-
every
no,
night.
no,
He
I know.
stinks,
My
bro,
thing is,
finishing, and he shoots them all game long.
No, I know. We've literally seen RJ shoot before I even get into the finishing. Shoot better, far better from three. Like this efficiency is not going to be sustained because it's so poor. And in the past, I think he had a season where he shot 40% from three,
That
or
was
at
an
least 38.
anomaly.
That was an anomaly.
Wow.
But I think it's crazy to say that RJ can't sit at 36, 37 for the rest
I
of his
never
career.
said he can't do that.
So, but that's enough. And I think that paired with the fact that
Jaden Ivey could be a star.
I still think RJ can be. I really do.
I'm still taking.
But why
Jaden
though?
Ivey.
That's what
but
I'm
no.
asking. Like if
I'll-
he's
I'll-
shooting 36% from three rather than whatever he's shooting now, that makes him a star.
No, I think
Okay,
that
right.
paired with finishing jumps, and of course we haven't
But
seen.
bro,
But we're
it.
talking about jumps that he has to take.
Bro, he was the
Jaden
worst.
Ivey is
one of
doing
the,
this
Yeah, he was one of the
now.
worst finishers in all of basketball last season, and he
he's got
arguably
worse.
got worse at finishing. Like, what jumps are we waiting for this guy to take?
No, look. First of all, I was gonna say we could
How old
give
is
it
he
to
still?
Jaden Ivey
22, 23?
because I genuinely
under
love.
25.
He's 22, I think. I love Jaden Ivey too. I would argue for Jaden Ivey against 99% of players here, except for fucking RJ Barrett, just because. Also, my preference is for the potential of 99% of like other fucking young players that could have been put in this spot, not 99% of fucking NBA players. But
Over LeBron.
But I think still, in my opinion, personally, I'd take the potential of a 6'6" wing rather than I would the potential of a 6'3" guard. And I think RJ still has potential to be like the third best player on a championship team.
I think Jaden Ivey has the potential to be the second best player on a championship team. He's one of the most explosive players in the league. The jump shot it's not great.
workable.
But it's not. Yeah, it's
I mean,
workable.
all
He
rookies
is
struggle with that jump
elite.
shot at the beginning of the season.
He has elite defensive upside as a point of attack defender. Like I feel like
There's
no
there's
question.
a there's a
Yeah, I
ceiling
don't-
on
I-
After
guys
what
that-
RJ Barrett has displayed last year and so far this year, like I
I
feel like
don't-
this shouldn't be a question.
There's a ceiling on guys that are that wiry in terms of a
There's a
frame
ceiling on guys
defensively.
who can't make a layup.
I'm not
RJ
disagreeing with
Barrett
you.
hit his ceiling. Like this is him.
Again,
This is his
but
ceiling.
I don't agree with that because
20 points a game is not a bad ceiling, by the way.
I'm not. Did I say he was bad?
But I understand that. But you think Jaden Ivey in his fourth
Can
year?
average more than 20 points a game? Absolutely.
in his
I'm
in
not
his
disagreeing
third,
with the
fourth
fact,
season, yes.
bro. Almost anyone in the
averaging
NBA. I'm gonna
16
be
now.
honest.
Anyone could
so
average
many
20,
players in the
right. It's
fucking
not
NBA
about
can
averaging
average 20.
20. I never.
It's
That's a shot. That,
So
I'm saying
everything
that
else.
for RJ and for Jaden Ivey. Like
Right.
that's to both of them. Anyone could average fucking 20 points per game. 100 players in the
Like
NBA.
I just don't know how
That's
you
not
could
true.
take
Bro, 100
RJ
players
over.
in the NBA can average 20 points per
I
game.
just
right
don't know
now,
how you
at
could
bare
take
minimum.
RJ over a rookie who we all know has elite upside. A rookie who to most people had the second most upside in the draft class coming out. To most people,
Second most NBA ready player, in my opinion.
not even about
Ah,
NBA
the
ready.
NBA
just
ready,
about,
no.
but about upside.
Upside, yeah.
Yeah,
that-
right. So
probably
how are
easily
we
top
not
5.
taking him top 2 or 3 in the draft class this season? Like, there was an argument for him to be like a top 2 pick. It was just
Oh,
about
shit.
fit. It was about fit. So, how are we not taking him over a guy who in his 4th season has arguably regressed? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. RJ isn't shooting. Like, I know the 3 ball can improve because it's been so poor. So, like,
only up.
positive regression, right? But the finishing was so bad last year, and it arguably got worse. The defense is supposed to be good. It got worse.
Yeah, no, I know.
So,
I know.
like, what are we arguing? He's gotten worse. He's like not improving.
So you're agreeing that he's gotten worse.
He's not
no,
since
he's
last-
had he's had a bad season. But my biggest thing is the fact that I still and look, this is a stupid.
Oh,
fucking
we
way
gotta
of thinking
pick
it.
someone, but
No,
I think
we're
the
picking Jaden Ivey because
Okay.
I agree. I think Jaden Ivey is very good, but I just personally would take RJ Barrett. And I'm closer on Jaden Ivey than you guys are on RJ Barrett. So I think we should pick Jaden Ivey.
Okay.
Period.
Jaden Ivey, let's go. You made it, buddy.
Okay, Scotty Barnes over Herb Jones.
Yeah,
I'm
Scotty,
so
yeah.
sorry. Before we move on, Mike White was not cleared by the doctors.
Wow.
Okay.
That's fucking ass.
Sorry, Mike White.
Feel better.
All right. Detroit's winning
yeah.
out. Let's go.
No, I told you what was going to happen.
Detroit's
Mike
winning
White
out.
was going to get hurt. Did I not just fucking say this?
Don't matter. Detroit's winning out.
Here comes Zach Wilson out the fucking
All
tunnel.
right. It
He
don't
did say
matter.
out
We're
of the
back to
tunnel.
this.
All right.
All right, whatever, guys.
Jalen
Jalen Green over
Green.
Emmanuel
Green.
quickly. Yeah.
Okay, De'Aaron Fox over Jalen Williams.
Yep.
Swiper.
MPJ or Kevin Herter.
MPJ.
Yeah.
PJ. Yeah. I mean, I get why you'd say
What?
Kevin Herter, and I was gonna say that one's actually closer than you think it is, but
Yeah,
because
me
Michael
too.
Porter Jr. is never on the fucking court, but his potential is so unbelievable.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about who I would rather have on my team long term, I'd rather have a guy who plays
Plays the
basketball. Yeah,
basketball,
but
yeah.
Michael Porter Jr.
I'm taking the possibility of a 6'10",
All right,
25 point per
Jabari
game
Smith
score.
Jr. or Jaden McDaniels.
Jabari,
Jabari,
yeah.
and I love Jaden.
Tyrese,
Yep.
Sorry, Danny.
Trey Young over Josh Green.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm taking Shaden Sharp.
Me
over
too.
Keegan Murray.
I am taking Shadon Sharp over Keegan Murray.
I took Keegan Murray when I was looking at my bracket. This one was close. This one was pretty much a coin toss, in my opinion. I just went with Keegan Murray.
That's fair. Dean? Shadon Sharp, Keegan Murray.
Keegan Murray.
Okay. this might not go well. So yeah, you were in the know. So why Keegan Murray?
Hold on. I have stats somewhere in here.
That's what means shit.
I
Keegan
also
Murray, you
agree with
could
that.
argue, is a guy who almost
Is going-
already hit his ceiling.
I
What?
agree with that.
How? Like,
I mean, no,
it's the
he'll
same
be
thing
better than
with
this.
the other guy. But like, how much better are you gonna get? Shaden Sharp is a potential. Like, his potential is superstar.
Bro, I was about to say the same damn thing. I
like
see
Keegan
like
Murray is a
superstar
solid
potential.
NBA player for sure.
How
and
many
he's gonna have
potential superstars are there in the NBA?
There's the potential like ceiling. There's a lot of them.
How?
What do you mean,
because we're
how?
going off.
How many
poten-
superstars are there in the league? 7, 8?
We're not saying all these guys are gonna
Ah,
hit,
okay,
but
time
I'd
out,
rather
time out.
take a shot on a potential.
Not everybody's a
superstar.
superstar.
Time
though.
out.
I'm
No,
not
no, no.
saying
There's
they're
more than
super-
7 or 8 superstars. I'd say there's superstar, and then there's just you can win it. You're championship contender by yourself. That's how I put it. I think there's 15 to 18 superstars. Maybe not 15 to 18, but 15 superstars in the NBA right now. I feel like I would say, and then there's 6 that I'd say you're a
Megastars.
champion. What happened?
Megastars.
So,
Yes,
so you
there
think
you
the
go.
15 come after the 6, or is the 15 including the 6?
15 is including the 6. So there's 9 other superstars in the NBA outside
So
of the.
he has a Shaden Sharp
there's-
has a potential to be a
And then
top
there's
15 player
6
in the
super
league.
duper stars.
Bro, I mean, if you
yeah.
see what he's doing right now, it's not out of the realm of
He has
possibility.
elite shot creation ability. He has elite athleticism. Like, I don't
Which
know what else
adds
you
to
could
defensive potential.
Yeah, I don't know what else you could ask for in terms of potential from
He's
a 2 guard.
already shooting the 3 ball pretty fucking well, and his jumper looks incredibly smooth. So, bro, I don't know, man. Of course, the
I'll just go with
playmaking would
Shaden
have
Sharp.
to take a jump, but that's as you grow.
I just like
Keegan
I said,
Murray- no,
like,
no, no.
Keegan Murray, I think is gonna have a great NBA career, but
I also will argue for Keegan Murray just for the sake of arguing for Keegan Murray. Like Keegan Murray, this is a bad version of Keegan Murray right now, and obviously
he's
he's a
been
rookie.
great the past 5 games.
I know, but we can't ignore the first 22 or 23.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
So his 3-point shot will be, I think, over 40% for a majority of his career. His defensive ability is more instincts based than anything else, and he will be a good defender in the NBA. He has more shot creation, more so on the low block. He's been a good shot creator in college at least, and it doesn't always translate
all
to
right,
the NBA.
so
But yeah, Keegan Murray's a baller, but Shadon Sharp is clear, bro.
okay,
8-9.
Jared Allen over Markel Fultz.
Yep.
Yeah. Desmond
Markel
Bane,
just had a
Desmond Bane.
crazy game a couple nights
Yeah.
ago.
Desmond Bane
over
over
Trey
Trey
Jones.
Jones.
DG.
Darius Garland.
Yep. Shout out
Nick
Bones.
Mathurin over Trey Murphy.
Yes.
That one hurt. I like Trey a lot.
Bol or Keldon Johnson.
I'm taking Keldon.
Bowl.
I took Bol Bol.
Oh God!
Come on, bro.
guys.
Look what he's doing,
Come
bro.
on, guys.
Look
Look
at
at what
the
Keldon's
moves.
doing, bro.
It's Keldon. Like, it's Keldon.
Come
I mean,
on.
now we're 2-2 again, so we have to argue.
Yeah.
Why Bol?
I just think what he's been doing after not getting a shot with the Nuggets, what he's doing this season, shooting 60% from the field, doing what he's doing, very versatile, being that big and doing what he could do, bringing the ball.
My
As you
boy's
said,
bringing up the
bringing
ball,
a
crossing
rebound.
motherfuckers over, doing a spin move, Euro step into the lane and dunking it. I mean, like, no one else doing that shit. No
His-
one else.
I have a question.
His vision is
For Dean. Are you taking RJ Barrett long term or Bol?
RJ Barrett.
That's wild, bro.
What?
That's wild.
I feel like that one's far closer than it would be for. I mean,
No, it's-
farther apart for
no,
RJ
it's-
Barrett versus Bobo.
I
than it
think
is-
Keldon is better than RJ.
Oh, I'd
on-
take Keldon over
Right,
RJ.
that's what I'm saying. So he's taking Bol over Keldon, but RJ over Bol. I think that's wild.
So in effect, RJ greater than Keldon.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they're
think
not
it's all-
going against each
No,
other.
I know. I was just asking.
might.
But
And
I
then
mean,
in that
Keldon's
case, we'll
a-
talk about it.
Wait,
Keldon's
actually,
a
they might
perennial-
not. RJ didn't
They
make it.
probably will make it.
RJ didn't make it.
So
yeah,
no, they won't.
Keldon's a perennial 20-point per game scorer. He's an above-average rebounder for his size.
The potential for
He's a shooter.
Bobo is
He's
so
a
much
fucking shooter.
better than.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, sure, the potential of a 7'2" guy is higher than the potential
And he
of.
blocks shots. Like he
No,
makes
he's-
positive impact.
He definitely.
No,
makes
I
He's,
positive
he's not
agree.
just like a highlight guy.
No,
I
he
just-
definitely makes positive.
I
impact.
also think it's because
I feel like
he
some of the
has-
potential ran out though. It's like
I think
he's
it's-
another guy where
This
it's
is
like-
his real first opportunity.
I know
though,
that.
You know.
He also has free reign on a bad Orlando Magic team,
Right.
and I don't think he gets that.
And there's
To this
also
extent.
going to be a pecking order in that Orlando match.
But he's also sitting next to all these guys who are top picks that also
Well,
get
he was going
opportunities.
to be a top pick.
He
Yeah,
wasn't though.
no, but he was going to be a top 5.
I
pick.
just think he's another
but he
guy who,
wasn't.
in my opinion,
no,
like,
yeah.
like is Bobo really gonna be like better than what he's being right now?
That's what
Why
I think
not,
too.
though? We're 2 months into a season where he's getting his first opportunity.
That's fair. I'll give. You know what? I'll give it to you.
He's
I'll go
dropping
Bobo.
20
I'll-
points.
I do think both.
Well, no,
I mean,
he's averaging like 12 points.
No, but I'm saying
Keldon Johnson averages 20 points.
More.
Yeah. But I'll go Bobo.
On
We don't have
crazy.
to.
That's
No, I
wild,
feel you. The
man.
potential
That
for
hurts,
Bobo.
bro. That hurts.
Keldon
that
Johnson's
hurts.
another guy
it's
who
the,
is in
the
the
idea
RJ.
of Bobo. Yeah.
He's in the RJ boat for me. Like, how much better is Keldon Johnson getting?
No,
in
I agree
basketball?
with how much better can he get, but he's already so goddamn good that it's like,
I feel it. All right. Powell over Jeremy Sohan.
yeah,
Yep.
obviously.
Okay. Cade over Onyeka.
Wade. Yep.
I
AJ
want
Griffin or
Onyeka.
Tyler Hero? Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero.
It's Tyler Hero.
I think
Tyler
Tyler Hero
Hero.
clears.
My
I like
my
AJ Griffin, too.
my
I,
twin
I,
brother-
I actually sat and I
think
thought
AJ
about this one,
I
but
want to put it like this. I think AJ Griffin long term can affect winning more than Tyler Hero can affect winning.
I think we undervalue how good Tyler Hero
Yeah.
is.
No, he is
in
really
this
good.
sport.
I just think AJ Griffin
Like Tyler
gonna
Hero
have
could
a
have.
very
I
good.
agree. He's gonna have a very good career, but Tyler Hero is a perennial all-star. He's playing the last like 5 games. He's playing.
Well,
in
yeah,
the
he's
All-Star
averaging like
conversation.
30,
Yeah.
35.
He dropped fucking 39 last night.
Yeah,
So,
you're meaning
DeAndre Ayton over Jalen Duren in my personal opinion, but
I-
I could see where you. I was about to say I could see where you get.
I'm taking Ayton. I think Jalen Duran's ceiling is what DeAndre Ayton is now.
no, they're 2 completely different players. DeAndre Ayton,
In terms of numbers, I see what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean,
but
What do you
Jalen
mean?
Duren has better.
DeAndre
Passing
Ayton's
vision.
an offensive center. Jalen Duran is a defensive force. They're 2 completely different players.
But numbers wise, Ayton isn't averaging what you think, what everyone would think he's averaging. He's only averaging about 15 and
Right.
11,
Right.
which I think Jalen Duren can average. And I think, but
I
I,
know,
think
but-
offensively, that's his ceiling in terms of offense.
Right, and Jalen Duran could be a defensive player of the year.
But what I'm saying is DeAndre Ayton has the potential to be far more than this offensively while also being
Does
an above
he?
average defense. Yes, bro.
I think so.
I absolutely think so. Which is why
He's shown he could be like dominant.
He just hasn't beat the soft allegations.
No, he hasn't. He doesn't draw any fucking free throw
Right.
attempts, bro. He plays like a bitch. But
He's another
damn
one
good at
who
it.
it's like,
How much better is he really?
right,
gonna
you
get?
have to get to a point, in my opinion, when you're evaluating NBA players and potential, you have to get to a point where you see the line of progress start to
plateau.
become a straight line that you have to give up on the potential. Same thing with the RJ. He's arguably went like this.
I get it.
And I know he's a young player, so like any young
It's
player
tough in
could
the
turn-
NBA, right? When these dudes are fucking
right,
19
any
years old
young
coming
player
into the
could turn
league,
it
yeah.
around, but like to rank it, like we got to be sensible here. If he hasn't gotten better, DeAndre Ayton to me has been the same player for the past 2.5 years.
See, that's also a testament to the fact that he doesn't get the touches. So,
Right, and he just signed a mega extension there, so he's going to continue to not get the touches.
but I would personally take it's essentially saying who would you rather take on your team? And I would rather take the potential of the offensive dominance that DeAndre Ayton could possibly bring. Like he is a very efficient post scorer when he gets the opportunity and gets touches. And no, he doesn't do it in the Joel Embiid mold. He does it a lot more in touch shots, hook shots, and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Like I still see that there's a player in DeAndre Ayton that's going to average 20 and 13 and
Yeah.
still be solid enough defensively.
Fair enough. DeAndre Ayton moves on. LaMelo Ball over Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey.
LaMelo.
Tyrese Maxey over Ayo.
Yep.
Jaren over Jalen Suggs.
Yep.
Wendell Carter over Colin Sexton.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shea over Andrew
Yeah.
Nemhard.
Mhm.
Shout out Andrew Nemhard, though.
Anthony Edwards
Over
Yeah.
Poku.
Poku.
Devin Vassell over
Gary
Gary
Trent.
Trent.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Jordan
Poole over
Malik
Malik.
Monk.
Malik Monk, it's crazy he's still under 25.
He's hooping.
Feels like he's been in the league forever.
Evan Mobley.
Mobes.
Yep.
Franz.
Franz.
Franz over Clax. Yep.
Simons.
Simon's over
Oh,
Dort.
I can't wait for that. Sengun,
Sengun
or
or
I'm
Giddey?
taking
Giddey.
Sengun.
I was thinking. mhm.
I
Giddy.
fucking
I have
love
Giddy.
Sengun.
I love
I'm
Sen-
taking
I like-
Sengun. Give me him all
I'm
day.
taking Sengun.
He's a baby Jokic.
Giddy's been better over the past month. He had a slow start to the season, but Giddy
Yeah.
is just like
What?
his offensive game is just mid. Like he's a
Ceiling?
great playmaker, and he's obviously an above average rebounder for his position. But
He's a good defender too.
I think it's 6'8", being a point guard, being able to.
he just hasn't shown
Playmaker the way
any
he-
offensive aggression, though, in my opinion.
But I think when you have guys like Shea and then
Who
Chet
else?
comes back and at some point,
But he's not.
going forward,
Now would be
you
the
don't have
time.
to. He doesn't have to be the
Sure,
offensive
but
focus.
now would be the
I'm
time
not saying
to
be
at
the
least
focus, but it's like
show something.
average 17 on this team.
Yeah, I feel
Not everybody's a 17 point per game.
I agree.
scorer,
I just
though.
think Sengun is like
Jason Kidd wasn't a fucking 17 point per
Sengun
game.
could be
Jason
like
Kidd had seasons where he
Sengun
averaged
could be like a
17.
top 5
not
center
in his
in
first
the
2
NBA.
leagues.
No, I agree with that.
I'm taking like this is long term under 25. I'm taking fucking Sengun over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, I agree with that too.
Right.
So
I
that's
I
that's
think
just
yeah.
I'm not
personally.
taking. I'm not taking Josh Giddey over DeAndre Ayton.
No, I know. I'm just saying in terms of how good. I'm just
No,
throwing
I
a
would
comparison for
put
how good I think Sengun is.
Yeah, I agree. I would put Şengün, Ayton, and then actually I would put Şengün, Giddey, and then Ayton. I love Giddey, but I just think Şengün has, as Chris said, top 5 center potential, and maybe even fucking top 3 center potential. Like he's that good. His passing vision is unbelievable. He's an elite post scorer already. He could shoot the 3 ball. Has he shot it efficiently? No, and he doesn't take that many attempts, but he can. There's really not much of a weakness to Şengün's game. I think he's
His defense.
yes, obviously, as is with any European center for the most part. But you know, I think that could be fixed. That can be fixed.
So,
Sengun.
Ortiz, who do you have?
we'll just go with Sengun.
Okay. I mean, you could say like we don't have to
I-
just go with someone.
You
like
can
that.
No,
argue
I
against
know.
it.
I just
Okay.
you got it.
Ja over Pat Williams.
Yep.
Okay. Back over here. So Zion
Nick,
versus-
if you're still here, timeout. My fault. You said cap to something. What the fuck did you say cap to? So just let me know in the chat. But continue.
Zion versus Jaden. Yo, Dean, you have your little notebook.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
write
I'm
this
gonna
shit
have to
down.
Start writing it.
But okay, so it's Zion versus
Jaden
Jaden Ivey. It's Zion.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
even a question. It's Zion.
I remember it for this round.
And
so
we,
I'll be-
we had Scotty and Jalen.
Scotty and Jalen Green. I'm taking
I'm
Jalen
taking-
Green.
I'm taking Jalen Green as well. Jalen Green's been special this year.
Bro, his
What is this,
playmaking too.
Scotty Jalen Green.
Fucking hell, man.
I've been really high on Jalen Green since he's been drafted. Oh,
I see
Jalen
the
Green.
argument for Scotty though.
I mean,
Obviously,
Hasn't Jalen Green been balling?
yes.
Yeah.
He's been fucking unbelievable.
I mean, yeah.
For Jalen Green.
Shout out Scotty though. Gonna be a
next
really good player.
one Is De'Aaron versus Michael Porter. De'Aaron.
Yeah.
De'Aaron
De'Aaron
Fox.
Jabari Smith versus Tyrese.
Tyrese.
I could see
No,
possibly
Tyrese
saying
right now.
Right now.
Tyrese is another guy with that ceiling.
But
in
bro,
mind.
I was gonna say the same fucking shit, bro.
Like, how much better is Tyrese Halliburton getting?
Realistically,
But it's also the same thing for Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Smith Jr. ain't gonna be no superstar. Let's be real.
No. Maybe.
I don't think Tyrese is gonna be a superstar either.
No, but Tyrese is a perennial all-star.
I
He's
could
gonna make
see
an all-star.
Jabari getting there, bro. I'm not gonna maybe not superstar territory, but bro, Jabari
He's really
Smith.
good. He's been phenomenal lately,
Yeah,
ever since I fucking
it's
called him out.
it's
Some
not
dude
even that.
commented on my, because I have that clip posted on my YouTube Shorts, and some dude fucking came and commented yesterday. Actually, he was like, "I bet you're eating your words now, huh?" I was like, "Nah, bro. Objectively, he had a poor start to the season, but I'm happy that he turned it around."
See, my thing is right now, as at this, obviously, I think he's 19 still, maybe 20. He's already making plays on this type of a team that are winning basketball plays now, and like his defense, especially in this recent stretch, has stood out more than anything else. And I think at bare minimum, I think Jabari Smith can be a guy that can shoot the three ball at a 38% clip while also being a very good, possibly even all defensive team caliber defender. And I think that at the bare minimum at the power forward position at that size where you could play small ball center too and switch on the guards, I think that's the floor. I think that's the floor for Jabari. And there's shot creation to be tapped into there too. And I mean,
so are you taking Jabari over Tyrese? Is that what you're saying?
I would take Jabari Smith over Tyrese Halliburton.
What did you go
I
with?
took Reese.
Tyrese.
For Tyrese.
That sucks, but Jabari Smith, my guy.
Trey Young
Oh,
or
yeah.
Shaden Sharp?
Obviously, Trey.
I
People been giving Trey shit, bro.
don't even want to talk about it.
The Hawks are falling.
Jared Allen or Desmond Bain?
Desmond Bane.
I'm taking Jared Allen.
I'm also taking Jared Allen. Actually,
We've seen the best of Jared Allen.
oh man, this is also Desmond Bain's ceiling though.
Yeah, I don't see Desmond
Hasn't
Bane's
even
at-
hurt.
I mean,
But-
that's a pretty damn good ceiling.
It is.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was about to say.
25.
That's what I was
But I
about
think
to say.
that ceiling is better than.
I don't think his ceiling is averaging 25 for a full season. I think he can average 20. As I said, most people can average 20. I think he'll average 22, but
I think shot blockers like Jared Allen come and go.
yeah, I'd take the value of the archetype. I'd take Desmond Bain. Yeah. That's tough. That's close.
Yeah, I'd take Bain too.
Probably the closest one I think we've done so far, if I'm being completely honest, in my opinion.
I love Jared Allen though. Honestly,
too.
one of my favorite players in the league.
Same here.
Here we go.
Darius Garland or Benedict Mathurin?
Darius Garland.
Darius.
Darius.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be right now. It might change in a year, but
Yeah.
I just think Darius is so slept on too. But
Bol or Paolo?
Paolo.
say it, I dare you.
Bol, the potential.
Okay.
He's 4 inches taller.
Tyler Hero or Cade?
Give me Cade.
Wade Winningham.
Yeah,
DeAndre Ayton or LaMelo?
LaMelo.
LaMelo.
I can't wait for that. Tyrese Maxey or Jaren Jackson? Give me Jaren Jackson every single day of the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree. I'd take
Only
Jaren.
because of the team Tyrese is on.
I
feel
also
like-
would prefer the archetype of 3 and
Also,
D.
yeah, also Tyrese Maxey's come and go a dime a dozen.
No, I agree exactly.
Wendell Carter
Shea.
or Shea. It's pretty close. Anthony Edwards or Devin Vassell?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards.
Whoa, you thought about that?
Yeah,
If you threw Victor in this fucking bracket,
He'd win.
He'd probably win.
you think so?
Yeah.
Jordan
Yeah.
Poole or Evan Mobley?
Mopes.
Yeah, definitely Evan Mobley.
Here we go. I've been waiting for this one. Franz or Anthony Simons?
Franz.
I just value Franz more.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched the video on this guy Franz.
Yeah.
The other day. Actually,
Dude,
was
Yo.
it was
really
pretty
good.
informative. It was kind of it had
this
a
guy
really good
killed it with
thumbnail,
that fucking
too.
video.
Yeah,
that thumbnail was
he
also
was,
very fire.
He's a real complete player.
Sorry to spoil it if you haven't watched it already. Yeah.
Now, Chris was the creative drive behind the thumbnail. I just made it happen. I just executed.
I remember you texted me about it. I was like, yeah, you need to execute on that one.
Plug it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys.
I'm gonna change up the thumbnails. Fuck our faces, honestly.
What's wrong with our faces?
Nothing.
I like our faces.
Sometimes I'll throw it in.
Yo,
sometimes.
Ball Game Podcast is live right now. You guys should check that out.
You
Whoa.
definitely should.
Who we watch? Well,
Yeah,
Pod-
that'd be
So
crazy.
we always have a viewer.
whoa.
Oh,
This
God.
right here, yo. Check that shit out. Get my subscribers up. Only 25 subscribers.
Could you tell
Come
that's
on.
Franz? Nah, right?
No,
No.
Cool.
only 25 subscribers, man. Just giving my basketball opinions. Feel free to disagree. Co-host of the Ball Game Podcast, Cade Cunningham and Trey Young Truther. Check that shit out, man. Shout out everyone who watched this video. 74 views is pretty cool.
That video did solid.
That
Yeah.
video did do well.
Yeah, thank you guys, everyone who watched. I appreciate y'all. Anyways,
Yeah, it's Franz over Anthony Simons.
Yeah.
and then Sengun or Jao.
J.A. Moore.
Ja.
All right, back to this side. So now we got Zion versus Jalen Green.
Give me Zion.
Zion. That was mad late. I was like, yeah, Zion.
This is a fun one, and I know my guy at NBA University. I don't know your name,
All
so
right.
I'm just
Give
calling
me
you
RJ
NBA
Barrett.
University. But he definitely made this like this on purpose. De'Aaron or Tyrese Halliburton. I'm taking De'Aaron still, bro.
I also agree with that.
I think De'Aaron Fox is like not in the grand scheme of basketball, but in terms of this conversation, because so many people would take Tyrese, and it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense. To
Okay,
me.
no, it
So you
makes
think-
sense. He's a 40% 3-point shooter. He's elite. His assist to turnover is unbelievable. He's at least a solid defender.
Tyrese Halliburton.
He's
Let's
at least
stop. No, he's
Bro,
not. Let's stop
long
that.
term, he's gonna at least be a solid defender. You would
He's
think.
a bad defender, bro. That's my same thing with the Tyrese versus Trey Young argument. Like people are taking Tyrese because he's taller and think he plays better defense.
No,
Tyrese Halliburton sucks at defense.
I said
Tyrese
it-
Halliburton, you suck at defense. He's not a good defender
I
by
said
any
at
stretch
least
of the
I think he's going to be a good
Maybe,
defender.
but what he's shown, what is
But
he
of
in
course,
his
we're
third
banking on
year?
potential too.
I know. I'm just saying from what
But
he's
I'm taking
shown.
Fox. I'm taking
Yeah,
Fox.
I'm-
Mufox on.
Taking Swipo.
Yeah, and the bracket that I made yesterday at 5:30 in the morning, I had De'Aaron in this. So.
I just think the ceiling of Fox is higher than the ceiling of Tyrese Halliburton.
I agree because
I mean,
Tyrese Halliburton can't guard
It's Fox's
shit.
what, 5th year, 6th year? It's his 6th year.
But he's already averaging 25,
year,
26, and he's fucking hooping his
Drafted
ass
in
off.
17. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd take Fox. I think he could.
I
take
think,
over a
yo,
game
respectfully, like
more
I
so than
like
Tyrese.
Tyrese Halliburton as a player, but respectfully, I think he's one of the most overrated players in the
Yeah,
NBA.
that's definitely agreeable based on how everyone's
I don't
been
know,
I
man.
think
putting
he is
him
so
on this
overhyped.
pedestal.
Yeah, he is on a like he should never be in the same conversation as Trey Young and Darius Garland.
Not right
yet,
now.
It's his,
Not-
it's
not-
his 6th year.
not
by
not
the
yet,
way.
I
no.
don't know about DG.
It is, oh, okay.
bro.
I don't know about DG, bro.
What are
I
you
think
talking
I think
about?
Garland's elite, but I don't think that Tyrese is far behind. I mean, what is
Darius Garland is
doesn't-
almost just as good of a playmaker, and he's by far the better scorer. Like, what is the
Darius
argument?
Garland's a 25 and 10 guy almost every night. He could be.
I don't know what the argument is. Like, respectfully, that's
I don't know.
that's not this though. So it's
Yeah,
I don't
alright.
know, man.
No problem. No problem.
I'd take Garland, but not by much.
Right, but it's not a conversation though.
No,
It's
I don't think
Garland.
it's
Garland
yeah.
clears Tyrese Halliburton right now.
Right now, yes, yeah.
Chris, bro,
It's too early.
Your pockets match your sweater.
Nice pockets.
Nice.
It's time to wear a
Trey
striped
Young
sweater.
versus Desmond
He's
Bain.
all the
Trae Young.
time.
Trey.
That could not have been an easier first round matchup for Trey. I mean, first round, third round.
Just
matchup.
matchup.
DG versus Paolo.
Paolo.
has
Yep.
some nice.
Powell,
Give
yeah.
me Sohan. I love his hair, bro.
All right, here we go. LaMelo versus Cade.
Taking Cade.
LaMelo.
Chris, where are you going with this one?
You know where I'm going with this one. I'm taking
Figured.
Cade.
For, I guess, strictly based on defense, I think when it comes to playmaking, they're both very similar. Scoring, LaMelo has the edge, but when it comes to defense, Cade is all defensive second team. I'm going with Cade.
Why LaMelo?
I just think he has a more like
Pizzazz.
star potential.
That's definitely a good argument for it.
I think Cade could do everything LaMelo does. Just
Aside from
not as
shooting.
flashy.
Aside from shooting,
Mhm.
but
Cade's an elite mid-range shooter.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
let's not get that
yeah,
twisted.
for sure. But LaMelo's three ball is
No,
better.
obviously,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Um,
this came down to defense for me.
Oh yeah. No, I
That's-
agree. I don't think they're far apart playmaking wise at all. I of course LaMelo is the flashier playmaker, and I'd probably very slightly give the edge to LaMelo in terms of playmaking.
I would too.
Very slightly though. But then it comes down to
Cade's better at it getting to the basket.
100%
Yeah.
and better at finishing at the basket when he gets there. And then obviously he clears defensively. Not that LaMelo is objectively a bad defender.
Just Cade's
Just
a really
Cade
good
is
defender.
Just
that
Cade
much
is
better.
a very good defender. So
No, I mean, can't argue that. But personally, if I was starting a team today, give me the ball.
well, you need a basketball to play.
Let's move on.
Shea or Triple J?
Shea
Okay.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Walker.
Here's a fun one. Evan Mobley or Anthony Edwards?
Mobes.
Give me Mobley.
No, give me Anthony Edwards.
I have Mobley, so sorry, dude. But
But why Edwards?
in terms of the bracket on Twitter, Anthony Edwards actually won this
Really?
matchup. Yeah.
I think
I could believe it.
so. I think
It's close.
the
It definitely
situation
is
that he's
close.
in, I think Anthony Edwards has more room to grow than Evan Mobley might. Evan Mobley's not going to get the opportunities that Anthony Edwards is getting right now.
So I said that going into the season, that was my biggest concern with the Cavaliers, that the Donovan Mitchell trade was going to stunt Evan Mobley's growth. And
It did nothing
yo,
but help
what
it.
this kid Nick saying in the chat, bro?
Who's washed?
What did he say underneath
He
that?
said Chris only has 25 subs because he's a Trey Young fan from New York.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nick, are you one of the 25? Because if
Yeah,
you're
Nick,
not,
are you one
better
of the
be one of the
25?
if you're
25.
not, shut the fuck up.
So I thought Mobley wasn't
Shout out. Nick.
like it was gonna stunt his growth with the Donovan Mitchell trade, but Mobley's been incredible this year, bro. Like
Unbelievable.
definitely better than his rookie year.
Ant
So
hasn't been as good as I would have thought he would have been this year too. I will agree
Exactly.
with that.
he's been
but-
great since the cat injury,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, right.
It changes everything.
and he has like all defensive team
Bro,
potential.
Gobert,
Oh, yeah. He's averaging
Gobert and
almost
fucking
2 steals a
Cat
game.
clogged the goddamn lane for this goddamn motherfucker. It's really frustrating to watch.
He's also not a very good passer. I was
He
watching.
didn't really draft him
when
to be a passer though.
I know, but still, like you'd like to see some sort of playmaking strides, and it doesn't seem like there's
He
that
has
much.
his
He's a two. He's not.
does
He's
have his
not a
games.
one. He does his job as a two.
But I could see the argument for Anthony Edwards. Obviously, like a 6'5" bucket getter, like especially at his size with all defensive potential. Like
He's got that dog.
He does have dog.
I just think Evan Mobley.
Mobley
all-
has
like-
like KG potential, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Precisely. Like actually has like yes, we said Edwards has all defensive potential. Mobley has
Best
one
of-
of the best defenders we've ever seen
Mobley has-
type
yeah.
potential. Like there's levels to that
Like,
shit.
if you told me 15 years from now, Evan Mobley went on a run to win
4
3
defensive
yeah.
player of the year awards in a row. I wouldn't even be surprised.
but Edwards clears him offensively.
Oh, yeah.
Clears.
Offensive's not a question. But
Guess
I
what?
think Mobley's a better offensive player than we like see.
I have them both in my dynasty team.
That is kinda fun.
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, nah, I'm taking Mopes.
All right. Ja versus Franz.
Ja.
Ja.
Franz.
Ja.
Cool.
Why?
Franz, I value, as the Shields would say, I value positionless players. I value players that are positionless, like Brandon Ingram. And
But Ja's already proven
Yo,
to be one of the best
I'm
point guards in the
trolling.
league.
He's trolling,
He-
bro. He's
It's
not serious.
Ja.
It's
I was-
Ja.
That's why I was confused.
He's not being serious.
but in a few years, we'll revisit this conversation.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll remember
right.
this.
The Elite Eight. Zion Williamson versus De'Aaron Fox.
Taking
Zion.
Zion
Love you,
still.
Darren, but
It's been cleared. He's clearing after clearing.
it's
after
kind of
clearing.
just at this
Yeah.
point we kind of know the outcome. But
Trey versus Powell.
Give me Paolo.
Paolo.
Powell.
Oh
sure.
wow, I'm actually surprised you took Paolo.
Bro, he's a Trae Young
Bro,
truther. He
he's-
tells the truth.
I'm telling the truth. Powell's
Elite.
I was
Powell
gonna
is-
say Trey.
Powell is top 5 player in the league.
Yep.
potential
Yeah,
Okay,
player.
Trae Young.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
That's what I was gonna
Well,
say.
right.
And if the defense ever catches up to Powell, like he's
It
gonna
They
be
don't
It's
even
clip.
have
so
to
It's
be
a
the,
clip.
so
elite,
the
bro.
logic that I like to cling on to is no defense point guard, little guy, not going to be the best player in championship team. Paolo
That's what
might
I
be
always
best
say.
player in championship team.
I think he
100%.
absolutely can be the best fucking player on a
All right.
championship team.
Ja versus Mobs.
Ja.
You know, for that exact same reason that you just used against Trey Young,
But I think Ja is different.
I don't see there being that much of a difference between Trey and Ja. I'm taking Evan Mobley. And that might be an unpopular opinion.
So how
taking
long
Evan
is it
Mobley.
until you think Evan Mobley's the best player on his team? He's not better than Garland or Donovan Mitchell right now.
but he's more impactful.
The way Donovan Mitchell
Than both of those guys.
playing, if he's there long term, I don't know if he'll ever be better than Donovan Mitchell. But
Okay.
I disagree with that.
So
you
you have Ja Morant, who's
they could be, but like Donovan Mitchell is right on Ja's level. Like, let's not get that twisted.
I agree with that.
Especially
I
this
still think
year.
Ja's better than Donovan Mitchell.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like
They're on the
level,
same tier.
like,
They're on the
you
same
know.
tier.
Okay.
And I think Evan Mobley could be on that same exact tier as them.
I think he could be a tier above.
I agree. I think he can be.
I think I'll sleep on Ja Morant all the
I
fucking
think so.
time.
I don't think I'm sleeping on Ja. I think I'm just very high on Evan Mobley. And for all the obviously I've said in the past, and DeShields knows it too. I value defense. And Evan Mobley, like I said,
You guys were fucking clowning me because in the beginning of the fucking season, I was saying the Grizzlies were a good team, and you guys were like,
what?
ha 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 ha.
No.
I know, yes, you fucking
I
are.
agree.
They
I
never
said
said
they
that.
were a contender.
I said I was the only one on this table that said that they were not contenders.
I thought they would fall off because I expected Jaren Jackson to be out until after Christmas.
And I still don't think they'll make the finals.
But
And I still don't think they could beat three
I
teams
literally
in the
got
West.
on this show and just,
Well, I just think-
said how good they are.
I just
so
think because Ja is the best player on the number 1 seed on a good fucking team, that I'd rather take Ja over Evan Mobley.
Okay, and I understand that. I'm not saying you're
who would
wrong.
you
I'm
take,
just
Ortiz?
I took Ja.
I take Ja too. Slightly.
I feel like it's
Slightly.
very slightly. I
Like,
feel like
that's
it's,
not
it's just
saying
easier
Mobley
to
can't.
build a team
Yeah.
around a Ja Morant than Evan Mobley.
I see, but I don't completely agree with that because I think yes, while Ja is a system unto himself on defense, Evan Mobley is a system unto himself on. Ja is a system unto himself on offense, while Evan Mobley is a system unto himself on defense.
Yeah, but
And I think that Mobley offensively has a higher ceiling than Ja does defensively.
it's a lot of hope though for Mobley's offensive game.
But I
He's
think-
already shown
But I
flashes.
think you could
he's
make up
shown a
for
bunch
it
of
defensively.
flashes,
You can
yeah.
make up defense. I don't think you can make up offense.
I agree.
I think
Yes,
Evan
that's
Mobley.
why I take Ja.
Yeah.
I
You
think you
have
could
to
have
put the
Evan
ball in the
Mobley as-
basket to win basketball.
I think Evan
As mu-
Mobley has the
I think
potential
team
to
defense
average
is more
20.
important than individual defense.
Yeah.
Individual offense is more important than team offense.
You know, as is right now, like if I need to win a championship,
going with
like
Ja.
I'm going with Ja. Evan
Ja-
Mobley, and I know it's long term and we're supposed to account for potential, but I just
I think he's going to average 20.
I've said like 20's cool.
And Ja's gonna average
But
30.
but that's the thing.
I know
I could
it's
take
20
but the thing
plus,
is, Ja
plus
could-
all NBA defense.
You just said
like,
100
that's-
guys could average 20.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Evan Mobley can be the second or third best offensive player on a team, but that allows you to then go get people that are, and look, John Morant, you need to get a specific archetype to put around. I don't think this team can currently constructed with the Memphis Grizzlies, can win a championship. I think you need a guy, and I'm not saying it needs to be Paul George precisely, but I think you need a guy like Paul George next to John Morant that can help him win a championship.
You don't,
I
you don't think
Desmond
Desmond
Bane is in
Bane?
that
Yeah, I was gonna say.
archetype, bro.
I don't think he's that though. I
Why?
like Desmond.
And then you have
Bane.
Dylan Brooks
He's
playing
cool,
elite defense.
sure, but my thing is, I can make
off
Evan
the one
Mobley-
graphic that I saw 3 days ago.
I can take Evan Mobley and I could go get guys that could get buckets, and I don't have to worry about them playing defense.
Yeah, but I can go get John Morant and just get guys that play defense, and Ja could be responsible for 70 points out of the 130 I score.
I'm taking Evan Mobley.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because
He's a
everyone else said
generational
Ja.
defense. That's fine. I'm arguing for Evan Mobley though.
And Ja's in
Yeah,
generational.
we can talk about
offensive
generational. Ja's
player.
a generational
Yeah.
point guard. Like, so
Is he though?
yeah,
What?
bro.
Come on,
Yes,
man.
Even not like I'm the Trey Young guy, but like bro,
Generational,
Ja
bro.
Morant,
Come on, like being
Yeah.
a top 3 point guard in the NBA makes you
generational
generational.
means like
Yeah.
you're doing things that we haven't seen before. Like who have we seen do what Ja is doing
Derrick Rose.
Motherfucker got
for
hurt.
1 year? Yeah, like, and I'm the Derrick Rose. Like I love Derrick Rose. He's my favorite.
He's already
ever.
better than Derrick Rose
Yes,
was. In his
Ja
prime.
Morant is better than fucking Derrick, like MVP
Pete
Derrick
Rose, yeah.
What are you making
Well,
faces
yeah.
for?
Put your mic down. Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Ja Morant's better than peak Derrick Rose. Well, one, he's a better playmaker, like no question. Derrick Rose didn't improve his
He's a
playmaking until later
better
on. We're talking about
shooter.
MVP. They're both below average shooters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But
Scoring?
Ja Morant's a better leader. and that matters.
He's more vocal.
Ja Morant as a leader matters. Ja Morant's one of the best leaders in the NBA. That matters.
I think that's wild. In terms of the leadership, sure, but I think no.
Derrick Rose had
It's
1
it's
year.
also
Ja
a
Morant's averaging
completely
30 on the
different era, and it was a completely differently built team.
And you can argue that
Ja
Derrick
has
Rose,
everything open for him.
You can also argue
You
LeBron
put
should have won
Derrick
that MVP.
Rose, prime Derrick Rose, on this currently constructed Memphis Grizzlies team, they're better.
That's just not true.
I don't
Period.
think that's true at all. Derrick Rose had a very similar scheme
Yeah, I
fit.
don't see it.
They
He a
had
very-
they
no,
had
no, they didn't.
the,
They
well,
did
you
not
had a
have-
very
okay.
explosive point guard.
Timeout. They
Surrounded
did not have anything
by
close to a
elite
very
defense.
no. Okay, but that's one thing. He didn't have shooting like Ja has shooting.
Because shooting wasn't a thing.
Exactly, but that's the thing. We're talking about Derrick Rose and where he was in the era that he
But
was playing.
What is Derrick Rose doing in this era that
That
Ja
Ja
Morant
didn't.
isn't already doing?
I think he's doing more in terms
More of
and more
what? In
terms of
efficiently. The
what?
fact that he had the efficiency that he did have, where the paint is
For
fucking
one season.
constricted, where you have Joakim Noah, you have fucking Jimmy Butler who couldn't fucking shoot for shit either. You have Carlos
Jimmy
Boozer.
Butler wasn't there when Derrick Rose won the MVP. So
Don't the
try
Grizzlies
again.
start-
My
Yeah.
fault.
Steven
Carlos
Adams?
Boozer and Joakim Noah clogging the fucking paint.
For that time, they had elite shooting. They had fucking Kyle Korver and Luol
You
Deng.
still
Luol
had
Deng.
Carlos fucking Boozer and
If I'm
Joakim
not
Noah
mistaken, was
clogging
Kirk
that
Henry
fucking
down there?
paint, bro.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Those two are
Keep
clogging
going.
the paint.
right, but what? So Ja Morant is averaging what, like 36 and 5, like 6 and 7, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what is Derrick Rose doing that Ja Morant isn't doing? That's what I'm asking.
So in Derrick Rose's MVP season, he averaged 25. Ja has been averaging 27 the last 2 years. Derrick Rose has never hit 27 points a game, ever in his career.
Well,
Ja's
I mean,
doing
his
that-
career also got
Ja
cut
did that
short,
last
but-
year, shooting 50% from the field, 35% from three. Derrick Rose shot 44% from the field, 33% from three. It's
As
really
I
not
just said, it's also a completely differently
It is a
constructed
completely
basketball
different
team
game, but right.
game.
But
But
how could
it's
you
a-
go and say that Derrick Rose would be more efficient than Ja Morant?
when
Like,
literally
what do
he's
you
not.
have to back that?
He's
I
literally just
think
not.
because of the fact that it was more difficult for Derrick Rose with the lack of spacing and the difference in the game.
Ja Morant
shoot
would have
that
went into the
percentage.
league in 2011 and still been a generational point guard, bro.
I'm not saying differently. I just think Derrick Rose would be better. That's all I'm saying.
But at what? At what would he be better at? That's what I'm
you,
asking.
you haven't
saying he-
answered the question
You're
yet.
saying he would be more efficient. What do you have to
Ja
back that
Morant's
he would
just
be
as
more
athletic.
efficient?
Just as athletic.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I think he would be a better finisher with a more open lane. I think
Yes,
that's just,
obviously, Derrick
every
Rose.
NBA player.
Obviously, Derrick.
but
Rose-
exactly
Except
that,
RJ
that
Barrett.
affects efficiency.
right. His efficiency would improve. I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying, what do you have to
I
back
think they
that
are
his efficiency would be better than Ja Morant? Ja Morant is literally doing it. He is averaging 30 on 50% from the fucking field.
and winning
again.
games.
I just said why I think it'd be different for Derrick Rose. Obviously, I can't say
No.
it is because it wasn't, but I'm saying I think it would be different.
And I'm saying, like
But
your
why
argument.
would it be?
Your argument, I could reverse it. Ja Morant would go into 2011 and probably average less points and a little bit less efficient, but we'd still be talking about him as a generational point guard, bro. The same way Derrick Rose was a generational point guard. No one's saying Derrick Rose wasn't a generational point guard. He was. But Ja Morant is doing it better.
Oh,
Ja
no, no,
Morant
no.
is more athletic. Ja Morant is objectively a better shooter than MVP Derrick Rose was. He's a better playmaker objectively than MVP Derrick Rose was. And the defense was hit or miss for both of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to back that Derrick, and I love Derrick Rose. He's my favorite player ever. But there's nothing to back that Derrick Rose would be better than Ja Morant. Nothing to back that.
Fair enough. Agree to
Goddamn.
disagree on that one.
Shea or Cade?
Although we just argued Derrick Rose, he ain't even involved in
Yeah.
this.
Shay.
Shea or Cade? Give me Cade.
Come on,
Give me
bro.
Shea.
Shay. Don't say it.
I
Come
think
on.
Cade
I'm
has-
thinking about it.
So we want to talk about valuing defense.
Shea's been ass on defense this year.
I think
Yeah,
Cade
yeah.
Cunningham could be the best defensive point guard in the whole
But Shay
NBA.
averages like 32.
I think Cade could average like 23, 8, and 8.
I think-
and be
but-
all NBA defensive.
But Shea, when he
first team.
didn't have this kind of offensive burden, was a at bare minimum average defender.
I know, but I think, bro, we want to talk about defense. I
don't think Cade is a generation. Of course, obviously, I love defense, but I think Shea in this. I think he can average 30 and also be average on the defensive
Do you
side of the
think
ball.
Shea is averaging? Sorry to cut you off. Do you think Shea is averaging 30 when the team is competitive?
I think he averages 27, 28.
That's fair.
I think he averages 27, 28, 7 or 8 assists because I think
This is
that
tough.
bumps up when he has a better team around him. I
Give me
think they're,
Shea.
and I think, of course, yeah, Cade will be the better defender, I think, but Shea has also shown that he can be a good defender. It's just he has such a crazy offensive
Yeah,
burden on him.
He's
right now.
not that bad of a defender where I'm taking it away from him because of it. He's an average defender. He
I
could,
don't have
he
to
could
He's a
do.
below average defender.
As of this season, yes.
I think when he has a healthy team around him,
The
I-
Thunder are in like top 15 defensive team.
And he's been
Anyway.
bad, yeah. And no, as I just said, it's because of the fact that he carries such a large offensive burden. You've seen it with other guys
Such
in
a
the
large
past too.
load.
Pause. But I just
Play.
that's the only reason I'd give it to him. I think with better talent around him, his assist numbers go up. Maybe his scoring goes down a little bit, but his efficiency could even go up too, which isn't even out of the realm of possibility with better teammates. And then obviously I think his defense takes a step up as well, back to like being around average. And I think that's enough.
Yeah, no, it's Shea. I was just bullshit. Zion or Paolo? Zion.
Zion,
Ja or Shea?
Shea.
Ja.
I have Ja.
Ja. What's your problem?
I didn't even say a word.
You have a face.
You did a huff and puff. We
We-
heard it.
That
You're
wasn't
all
me.
upset.
That actually was not me.
Okay, what's your problem with John Morant?
I don't have a fucking problem with John Morant.
It really seems like you
I
do.
He's
don't
not
have a problem with
generational
John
enough.
Morant. No, okay, but that's fair. I was wrong about that. You guys corrected me on the generational thing. He's a generational point guard. But I think Shea is a better okay. I don't think there's a gap in playmaking. Obviously, Shea is the better all-around scorer. That's clear. And then I think Shea has more defensive potential.
So we say Shea is a better all-around scorer because of the ways he's able to score, but John Morant may not be the mid-range, get in my bag.
No. I know what
do
you're about
my
to say.
thing
Get to
type
the
of-
basket and stuff like that. But who
Well,
leads the league in points in the paint too? Or well,
Right,
amongst
Shea-
guards. And
yeah,
My
Shea
boy
does,
is also
but
on one of the
Ja's-
worst teams in the league, taking every shot.
Ja's-
and he's still
yeah,
shooting
but-
over 50%.
So Shea leads the league in points in the paint, but Ja's like right behind him. So that's like a stupid argument.
And Ja has led the league
And-
in points in the
Yeah,
paint.
And also, like, so my point was, you're gonna say Shea is a better scorer. So Shea is a more versatile scorer, sure.
For all three levels.
It's
but
harder
it
to
comes down-
scheme against
It
a
comes
guy
down
like
to the
Shea.
dominance thing, and it's like the Shaq fucking Giannis argument, in a way, because Ja's so dominant at what he does that it's like, why does he have to even be better at? Why does he have to be able to shoot a mid range when he could just get downhill every time and shoot a floater and a layup?
Jump over somebody.
But
Yeah.
you've also seen in the past
Like
that
they're
you
still
can
both averaging 30. You know what I mean? Like they're still both elite scorers. In different ways.
No.
Shea's most definitely a more versatile scorer.
and
but
John Morant's winning games.
John Morant's winning games. John
Bro,
Morant is a better
don't fucking do
playmaker.
that.
Yeah,
He
I
just
can
did.
do that, bro.
Don't do
Dean,
that.
do it, Dean.
I can
Who's his
definitely
best
do that.
fucking teammate, bro?
It doesn't Well, it doesn't really matter.
That's not Shea's fault.
Yo, but the Grizzlies came out of nowhere last year, right?
We're 2 seed and
years
made the
ago.
West.
Ja
Maybe
changed.
it-
Ja
got
changed the
the
culture.
eight
He changed the
Right.
culture.
Or
bro.
did they-
Say.
no.
He's a leader, bro.
For sure.
Shea, show me some leadership, Shea. And
He can't do anything about this team, bro. And look,
They
Two-
were just in the playoffs 2 years ago. The Oklahoma
bro,
City
don't
Thunder.
act like it's the same team because it's not.
yeah, it's definitely not.
It's not the same team,
But-
but
What the fuck is that argument?
But Ja's a better leader. Ja is
Ja's one of the best leaders in the
Right.
NBA.
Ja's just, in my opinion, Ja is just as good as a scorer. Like if we're just talking about the ability to put the round orange ball through the round orange cylinder, Ja could do it just as good as Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander does it in more ways. But John Morant is more dominant in the ways he does it in terms of getting to the basket. You could talk about Shea leading the league in points in the paint, and that's fine. But like, let's be
Ja's
objective
right
here.
there.
That's
That's fine.
Ja's a better finisher than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And-
Like, Like, come on.
Sure, yes, because he's more athletic and stuff. Yeah,
He's a more dominant rim attacker, finisher,
Yes.
layuper, whatever the fuck you want to call
but
it.
Shea is so crafty that he still shoots
No,
over.
Shea's a
70%
great
the
finisher.
rim.
I agree. But my point is like
The rim argument is
sure Shea is a more diverse scorer, but like we can't sit up here and say he's a better scorer when they're like both averaging 30 on great efficiency. Like John Morant's efficiency is fucking
no,
phenomenal.
it is. No, I agree. I'm just saying I'd have a harder time scheming against Shea because of the multiple different ways that he has the ability to score. Yes, Ja can occasionally hit the three, but his mid-range game is not even remotely close to another 15 to 20. He's going to catch a body at the rim. I mean,
There was an old post. His hair was short.
yeah, he catches a million bodies, but
that was rookie Ja.
I just take Shea because of the fact that I can't scheme against the guy that's going to make contested mid-range jumpers in my grill over and over and over again, as opposed to Jesus Christ, James Harden, as opposed to I could build a fucking wall against Ja. I can do that,
and he'll go fucking over it.
but yeah, that's my own.
So
That's
why
my
aren't
argument.
teams doing that?
Yeah.
Because it's the regular season right now, and I know he hooped in the playoffs, but we've also
Why aren't they like?
Time
why
out.
aren't they Van Gundying
We've
this
also
bitch?
seen, and I know you guys aren't going to like this argument, but it's a fact. We've seen that their team still wins without Ja playing. That's a thing.
Yes, but Ja
Shea
takes it
got
to the
shut
next
down
level.
last year when they were competitive, and they then went and became the worst team in
It's
the
a
NBA.
tough. Like
I'm just putting that out there. If you want to talk about teams,
Yeah, but like
Yeah, but
Any-
if we're gonna talk about
they're obviously
teams,
better
the,
with fucking
the
Ja
team
Morant.
around John Morant without John Morant is better than the Thunder with.
but exactly what I'm saying. Shea raises that Thunder team to a level of
Ja
competency.
raises the
What
fucking
competence?
Grizzlies
But
to
they
a
are-
championship
What
contender,
competence? Then
But they're
They're
a
the number
playoff
one
team
team
without him.
bro. Yeah, and they're the number one seed in the Western Conference
him.
with him.
But I don't think anyone genuine like you guys don't look at them as a top 4 contender in the NBA right now.
the Grizzlies.
Yes.
They're up there, bro. They're
Why not?
We're sweet. Everyone's like,
But here's my thing. The Thunder are right now probably like the middle of the no, they're not.
One of
They're not even close.
objectively one of the worst.
Without Shea. You're damn right they are. So when Shea does not play, the Thunder are the worst team in basketball. When Shea does play, they have a level of competency that any given night you have to take the Thunder serious.
all is just to lose to Zion.
Okay,
next
but what's
round.
the point of this?
Yeah, for real. No, dead ass.
This
All
isn't going
this
to prove that
lose
he's
to
better
Zion.
than John Morant.
yeah, chocolate.
I'm just saying though. You,
Alright.
Like you wanted to use the team argument, I'll use the team argument back. They win without him.
But there's levels, like Chris said.
There's
It's worst team in the league to competent, and then it's playoff team to contender. It's not even close.
I'd rather be a playoff team to a contender.
Me too.
Whoa,
bro.
I wish
Me
he had the
too.
fucking team around him, but he doesn't.
Well, you say
He has a bunch of fucking
You-
10-year-olds
you
that
could
are
be with-
scouting
with
right
the
now.
same
Shay's like
argument.
Bradley Beal.
No,
And I'll
bro.
leave it at that.
Okay, next round.
Zion versus Ja.
Zion.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming
Yeah.
out, Zion.
sorry, Ja.
Ja, I'm happy you made it.
Ja,
this
we
far.
fought so hard for you, Ja, just to say Nazi. Just be like,
Oh
nah.
my god.
Before the
Trump-
season, I would've- before
Trump
the
said-
season started, I would have taken Ja.
Trunk said he doesn't like Ja
Yeah,
and
it's
his
Mark
gritty. No,
Henry.
I love Ja's gritty, and I love the Grizzlies. I hate that people are calling them cringe and shit. I don't think they're cringe. I think it's fire.
it's all that Mountain Dew.
Whoa,
Like it's just some fucking. I don't know.
this is crazy.
I don't know. I love Ja. He's amazing. Obviously, he's a top 10 player in the NBA.
Someone took their time to Photoshop that man being fat as fuck.
yeah,
It's not
it's kind of
Photoshop.
foul, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They did my boy Zion dirty.
They probably spent like 2 minutes in Photoshop doing this.
So
They did
yeah,
my boy
shout out to
Photoshop
NBA
job.
University for making that sick bracket. That
Yeah.
shit was lit.
Wait, we're
I had
done with
fun
that?
Debate.
Yeah, that's
Zion
Zion.
won.
Zion won.
Damn,
Alright,
I should have
what a
fought for Ja.
shock.
Did we
Zion-
expect anything
All right,
else?
No,
No,
Zion
let's
or
go.
Tatum?
Tatum.
Long term, Tatum.
I have to say Tatum.
Tatum
Yeah.
or Luca?
Luca.
Luka.
Luca wins.
Yay, Luca.
I think that was pretty obvious.
That's why he
Like,
wasn't here.
But I would consider RJ.
Okay. So, anyways, thank you guys so much.
Wait.
For
oh,
watching.
what the fuck?
Oh my God! No, the over
Come on,
unders.
bro.
The over
Come on,
unders.
bro. It's the biggest topic
best
we
thing
have
ever.
right
Day.
now.
It's just my fault.
Welcome to another weekly NBA over unders, everyone.
Yo, Please say it the right way. NBA career stats over under. Tell them.
NBA career stats over under.
Thank you.
Starting off, Andrew Wiggins, career 3-point attempts per game. The line is at 3.8. Dean.
Under.
Over
Under.
3.9.
Over 4.1.
Okay, cool.
He takes
Still-
4 threes a game.
Well, you think about it, the last
Holy
couple years
shit.
in Golden State, he's catching and shooting a lot.
Yeah, but that's 2 out of the 9 years he's been in the league.
His shot chart's always been kind of rough, even when Minnesota.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mitchell Robinson, career minutes averaged. The
Damn,
line is
we're
at
doing
24.
Averages now.
Yeah.
crazy.
Switch it
Career
up on
minutes averaged.
you. Yeah.
What is it?
The line's at 24.
I'm going under. Over. Over.
Over final answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Final answer. Lock it in.
Over 24.7.
You don't gotta guess.
I know I
it,
don't, but I'm doing it anyway.
Under.
Under is correct. 23.8.
That's
Should have
crazy.
just stuck with my gut.
I'm tight.
Fred Van Fleet, career personal fouls a game.
A game,
Fred Van Fleet
per game.
Per game.
Oh,
Line's at
my
2.6.
God.
Oh,
we were
it's
dying
dying here,
here,
man.
bro.
Under.
Dying.
Under.
Dean says under.
Yeah.
Over.
Under.
The under is correct at
God damn it,
605.
man.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
605.
go.
Wait, time the fuck.
Oh,
up.
2.6.
it's the wrong stat.
Oh,
oh,
my God.
well,
it's
the-
corrupt.
Yeah, well, the under was correct. It's okay. I plan to
Let's-
back up one just in
Let's
case.
Go.
It was the
Wait.
under was 2. What are you waiting for?
So,
The under. What was the
time the fuck out.
What'd you just say?
You said over
2.6?
2.6
and
fouls
I-
per game.
And I said the under was correct because the under was 2.
Okay.
And my ass read the wrong stat for the other one.
Cool.
So we'll just skip over that one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Derek White, career games played. The line's at 325.
Over.
Under.
Over.
The under is correct at 292. So what are the scores currently?
I have 2.
Me and Dean both also have. Did you say under for Mitchell Robinson?
No.
Oh, so you have 1.
Yeah.
I have 2. Matt has
So
2.
me and Chris have
So
2.
y'all,
Alright.
y'all duel it
So,
out.
this
So
is,
it
this is
did
the
come down to it
tiebreaker.
anyway.
I'm so happy I prepared a tiebreaker.
Is there double points?
No,
No,
it's just you
it
two.
actually makes
Oh.
sense the way he did
So,
it.
new format. The tiebreaker, if necessary, I have in quotes here.
Yo, we don't fuck with Leo today, bro.
It's Charles Barkley career offensive rebounds, but it's not going to be over under. I'm going to give you a range, and you have to guess closer to the correct number. The range is 4,000 to 5,000 career offensive rebounds.
4,256 rebounds.
Okay, Chris.
Say 4,257.
Well, I don't have to give a number. I'm just saying, is it closer to 4,000 or is it closer to 5,000?
No, you give an exact
You have
number.
to give a number, yeah.
What?
Yep.
Whoever's closer.
Damn, this is dumb, bro.
I
wasn't
like this.
prepared for this.
I actually like this a lot.
I guess-
How are you gonna prepare for it? Pick up all the stats in the world.
Oh, 4,762.
So he wins. The correct answer actually 4,260.
I was 4 off. That's crazy. Wow.
That's rigged.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out Charles Barkley, man.
Round mound rebound.
Shout out Chuck.
Display
that's-
the gritty for the fans. Who?
Me.
You.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
No, I'm not grittying.
Come on, Matt.
I'm not grittying.
Across the whole floor right
I'll
now.
gritty on Mel's stream.
Matt, come
No,
on.
I'm playing.
Come on.
No, bro.
Bro.
No.
Matt,
No. And with
do you
that,
want a gritty?
Not really. That I didn't
You
win.
gritty,
I didn't
dude.
win anything.
if you want to push me to gritty so hard, you gritty. Let me see your best gritty, Dean.
It's the outro.
This is the outro.
God. All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Here we go. Dean's about to gritty.
Dean's gonna gritty
Leave a
us
like,
out.
subscribe to me and Chris's individual channels as well. Not only that, obviously the Ball Game channel. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all the socials. Linktree in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Ball game.
Ball
Ball game.
game.
Ball game. Ball game.
Oh,
God. This is fucking ridiculous.
Pretty stupid, by the way.
Come on, Dean. You called me out, so let's see your gritty.